There is no opening this time. We're doing it raw. Whatever that's supposed to mean. And it has been chaos on wheels, of course, because the two people I invited on this stream decided that they were going to come completely unorganized, as they always are. So, welcome to the guests, Roman, RG
What did you
Energy.
expect?
I've had him on the channel before. For the last time I did a Fictionology, although last time it wasn't under that title, and we were talking about Batman. And the other guy who's been on the channel quite regularly, Rolo of the Leaf.
I'm leaving.
Oh yeah.
I
gotta deal with him
together...
every single week.
He acts like we weren't just talking for 10 minutes backstream or backstage. Probably the hell out of here.
What's up,
to get
chat?
to what I was going to say before I started all of this, before I went live, we were talking about how he looked like Stephen Hawking with his hand hanging out of his mouth. I need someone to make Stephen Hawking saying Itachi Uchiha's lines.
Yes. That's gotta be easy.
Little brother.
That's gotta be doable.
Little brother. You don't have to be like
little
me.
brother.
So we're talking about Naruto, as you can clearly see.
Yes, yes, that is our theme for this one. Is Naruto Shippuden, all the good, all the bad, all the fun, and the ugly.
Will we touch on Boruto, or no?
We have to. We have to talk about Boruto. We have to talk about the Naruto live action. Yeah, we got to talk about all that stuff. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
right,
the
let's just
pain
do it.
and misery that comes with it. We're just gonna go for it.
The world.
So, would you guys mind, first of all, humoring me, because I kind of have a little bit of a debate here, which I think would be fun. So there's Naruto, and then there's Naruto Shippuden. I think that the OG Naruto is better overall because Kishimoto lost it at the end of Shippuden.
If we're doing overall, I don't know about the manga. You've read the manga, right?
Yes. Yeah.
For me, I have not. I've only seen the anime. And here's what I will say. After Sasuke retrieval, I could give a fuck about Naruto. But like, because that all of that happens after that almost completely pointless to what happens in the rest of Naruto. I skipped it.
But I will say the Zabuza stuff, the Chunin arc, the Sasuke retrieval arc, like I think that the Sasuke retrieval arc is almost as high as the Pain arc. That's just my own view.
I don't know about all that. But
that's my view, Roland.
Here's the thing, though. Like you said, the Chunin arc. You're talking about like round 4 of the Chunin exams, though. Like the rest of it is just so like a slog to get through.
I disagree with that statement because I think one of the most underrated fights in the entirety of Naruto is when Sasuke fights Orochimaru in the Forest of Death. That deserves way more attention.
That's great. But I'm telling you, there's like one good fight for each of the rounds. Like during like the one-on-ones, you get like freaking Rock Lee versus Gaara, which is great.
When Lee drops his weights, bro.
Yeah. But that's that fight though. But you also have to go through like tons of time of them just all standing there going like, like here's the thing. I'm a little spoiled though because my tournament arc is the Dark Tournament from Yu Yu Hakusho, and like that's
I was gonna say that's kind of like that 2000 shonen stereotype though, is they spent a lot of time like focusing on the reactions to pad run time.
Yeah, and it's like there's a lot of stuff going on during that I'm a lot more interested in. Like Genma figuring out that Orochimaru is the Kazekage. Like, I'm a lot more interested in that and what he's doing to spy on him and shit. Like, every time he's on screen, I'm like, yo. Like, that's really interesting compared to...
Yeah. To go back to the original point, though, and kind of make one thing, my take on it, I feel like part 1 was more consistently good.
Yeah.
Than
Yes.
part 2.
I agree.
I will give you that. But as far as like highs and lows, I think part 2 easily had better like highs, like with the pain
Part 2 has got
arc.
the worst lows, though. Part 2's got the worst lows, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is part 2
Yes.
is a little
Yeah.
bit more volatile. Part 1 is more consistent.
Yes.
Ironically enough, though, that is the one where the editor, I think, had the most input on Naruto, because some of his changes were made right off the bat, and I can pull up a list of that. Like the third Hokage was supposed to be an anthropomorphic dog. Did you know that? That was Kishimoto's original
What?
design. All of the teachers were supposed to be animals. Yeah.
What?
Yep.
How weird would that have been?
Well, I mean, some of Naruto's teachers are animals, straight up.
True.
Like, there's
Yeah.
like parts
Also,
taught by
does
being taught
it's
by
kind of weird that
being taught by the frogs, the toads.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, like I'm sorry, Roland. I was just saying, I think part 1 is less ruined because having it be that like Donzo was like, around, like that kind of to me taints like the story in Shippuden that they were trying to tell, because Donzo isn't even mentioned in, part 1, is he? I mean,
He wouldn't be.
just I'm saying, but are we just supposed to believe that bro was just chilling in, part 1, that like, he wasn't even mentioned?
Yes.
But then like,
the head of the
but
CIA.
then like
Quite literally the head of like the most shadowy organization of shinobi. Like, yeah, you would think that he definitely
I get
would
that.
not be mentioned. They don't want to go and like they don't put the head of the CIA out there walking around all the time, getting involved in everything that the United States gets involved in, like that. But he's
Quick
involved.
question: does anyone here even know the name of the director of the CIA?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
The Ambu Black Ops director, like you would expect that he doesn't come out of the shadows until this moment, this really important thing, like the 4th grade Shinobi War about to start is like pretty big, and Sasuke being like doing what he's doing is what draws Danzo out. It's not even the Akatsuki that draws Danzo out.
Well, in that regard, I think what Danzo did is he wanted the position of Hokage. So, but Pain putting everything in chaos and incapacitating Tsunade at the time gave him the perfect opportunity to try and take what he wanted, the seat of Hokage.
And quite literally reveal himself.
Yeah. Like the elders and stuff knew about Danzo. I don't think it was necessary to allude to it, but it probably would have helped with a little bit of cohesion to maybe put Danzo in part 1.
You guys can feel differently, but I feel like there's a lack of cohesion from part 1 to part 2. That's just how it feels.
Well, that's because he came up with a lot of different ideas like that he wanted to implement, and I don't think there's quite a problem with like being like, okay, well, yeah, there's an Ambu Black Ops, and like you talk about it a lot during part 1, but then part 2 they become more important. So then Kishimoto's like, well, crap, they probably need a.
What just happened?
Roland died.
I didn't do anything. He just vanished.
He got censored.
Danzo took him out.
Danzo took him out.
Oh no.
Bro, Danzo got me. I don't know what the hell just happened. No, but like
you just vanished.
Yeah, I don't know. StreamYard's just
teleportation jutsu.
Yeah, StreamYard's just like kicked me out of nowhere. I'm fine. Like my internet, I just checked my internet. It's good. I don't know what the hell.
You're not blurry now, though.
But no, like it would make sense from a writing standpoint that somebody would go, okay, like I really want to delve more into this organization. But okay, this organization.
So you're saying that they wouldn't have their mystique if Danzo had been revealed in part 1 is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying it wasn't they weren't even as important when he was writing the story. The Anbu Black Ops was just a thing that existed
Right.
in the Leaf Village. And then as it went on, he was like, well, they need to be more important in the story here. They need to be more important in the story there. I want to do all this stuff with Sasuke. I mean, not Sasuke, with Itachi and Yamato. Okay, well, like, there's got to be somebody who's orchestrating all of this. And it's not going to be the third Hokage, because then that makes the third Hokage look like a real piece of crap. I don't want to do that. So it's going to be Danzo.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it kind of plays into like the theme that goes on later. Like Danzo played the role of like Shadow Hokage, quote unquote, that Sasuke takes up later. I feel like there is some merit in saying that not putting Danzo in the story right away is acceptable, because he's not really relevant until you start getting to the stuff with Sasuke, Itachi, the Uchiha clan.
He isn't, but he is, because he's kind of orchestrating a lot of what happens, though, because like he was a big reason why, like, Itachi committed the, like, genocide. Like, he was like,
Yeah,
a
but
big part of that. So
that's not even something that's like totally relevant to the plot until Sasuke confronts him in part 2.
Yeah.
So you don't need to talk about Danzo, because Danzo's this shadowy figure manipulating everything. Hell, they didn't even start really talking about Madara being a thing until like way later, even though he's kind of like a huge part of the plot and everything that happens in the story.
Yeah, but then Madara gets like screwed over later too. But
no, that's bullshit. Trust me, I agree.
That goes back to the point that I don't think Kishimoto went and wrote in the first. I'm coming from the way that like I write, and I don't know if Crimson can agree with this, but it's like you come up with something really cool that happens. You're like, wow, this is a big catalyst for the way this character is, and that in this instance is Sasuke's own brother killing his entire clan. Sasuke doesn't even know why, right? He assumes it's because Itachi wanted to be the best of the Uchihas, whatever. Like, so he wants to go and beat him, right? Because if he beats him, who beat everybody in his clan, then therefore he can say like, all right, I've avenged everyone, right? So on base level, that's a really cool motivation for Sasuke. However, when that becomes more important later on, Kishimoto's like, I have to come up with a reason. I actually like this character of Itachi more than just superficial. I killed everyone in my village because I'm the best, right? He wanted to come up with something a lot more deep.
Well, he wanted to explore like the theme of Naruto, which is pretty much like, the tragedy of war and the cycle of violence that continues to be perpetuated because of human nature. And one of those elements ended up being sort of like the darker undertones that like some of this stuff was required in order to keep peace, because people are just flawed. Like the situation with the Uchiha had deteriorated to the point where it was either a violent open revolution or murder.
The Uchiha were also going to do a genocide too. So
yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Violent open revolution. The Uchiha were planning a complete revolt and takeover of the village.
Yes. So that again, none of that was stated in original Naruto. So that's kind of like that. That's what I'm saying. From a writing standpoint, it's a simple thing right on the base. But then as if I'm putting myself in Kishimoto's shoes, that's an open plot hole that needs to be filled by something a lot more interesting than just I killed my village because I killed my village because it was fun. Like,
go ahead. Sorry, I was
because the more and more he wanted to flesh that out, then he had to give it something interesting. I'm telling you, like, when he first started writing that, Danzo wasn't even a thought in his head. Itachi being a good guy wasn't even a thought in his head when he first created that in original Naruto.
That was something that came after he reached a certain point in the plot, and he figured he could work with that. That's what I was going to say effectively is a while back on my channel, I had a guy, an indie creator named Hero Darky Dark on, and he was talking about like his writing philosophy, and he said something similar about Naruto. It just started off as ninjas using magic. Like that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a fun little manga, and meaning behind it and the message behind it came later. which to some extent it maybe does suffer a little bit from that, but it that's just how it ended up going. And hey, here we are. I don't think Danzo not being in the first part of Naruto is a huge deficit to the writing quality.
Neither do I. And that also is like, it's funny how we went on just that off of him saying, "What do you think's better?"
Yes.
Like,
I think we can all be of the agreement though that like out of the 3 shows, Boruto's the worst one for sure. Like,
yeah, I think we'd all agree here that like Madara should have been the main villain, and that's that.
did they ever say, just since we're on the broad topic of Naruto, why did Kishimoto do like why did he make that change? Because it would have made so much more sense
With Kaguya,
or yeah, like
that was like a big push from his team to like not make Madara the main villain. If I remember correctly, it was like his editors and the manga, like the company itself, like Shonen being like,
no, I think here's
killed-
more accurate because the editor that I was talking about earlier, Kosuke Yahagi, he was drastically opposed to bringing in Kaguya. So I think
maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
just taking a guess at this, because Kishimoto fired him because Kishimoto wanted to do what Kishimoto wanted to do. I think Jump wanted Naruto to continue, and they saw it winding down, and they were pressuring him to try and find a way to make the story last, which ultimately led to Boruto. So he brought in the Otsutsuki just to try and pad out the story and make a little like part 3 potential if it went well. And honestly, I think it
kind
would
of
have been better to
killed
just
Shippuden for me, kind of sort of. I was like, I felt like this is just here to pad things out. That was literally how I felt.
Well, then
I was like,
he's just he's literally winning, and then Black Zetsu's just like, and then like shanks him, and he's like, "What the?" And then like all of a sudden, Zetsu's the bad guy for like a couple episodes, and then Kaguya wakes up out of Madara's body.
Yeah.
And then like Obito decides to like turn face. Hey, some muffler.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like, as far as the ending of Naruto, I don't think it's the hardest fumble that I've ever seen, but it's definitely disappointing. Right now, I think as far as like shonen fumbles go, I hate to say it, but Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen has left more open threads than or left
Was that
more
show getting a sequel?
Nobody knows. Nobody
A
knows.
sequel? Or do you mean like? I don't. I mean, I don't know. Did part
I'm
one?
saying like a continuation.
No, I don't think so. There's no
gonna say.
announcement. Either way, this show is not about that. It's about Naruto. So honestly, if I were like Kishimoto, I would have made Madara the final villain. They defeat Madara, and then Sasuke and Naruto have their final battle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's so difficult about that, but I think that Kishimoto, like, that was when he like really lost it, because I get wanting to make the show last longer, but you could have gone right from the pain arc to like, the war. I get having to show the Hokage summit and like, all of that stuff, but like I'm saying there's so much filler that, and I get it. That's just the formula of shows. But no one needed Mecha Naruto when you are on the cusp of the like, penultimate time in the whole series and you have Mecha Naruto. Like,
Yeah, I
don't know.
skipped the Mecha Naruto thing, dude.
Yeah, so did I. I mean, I skipped a lot of filler in Shippuden, but remove the filler and the story slaps. And then I honestly, I didn't have a major problem with Kaguya and herself, it's that there's way too many freaking Otsutsuki. Like, I think it would have been a lot cooler if she was just some like freaking space god. Like, it's not even like there's not a whole race of these people. Like, it's
if Kishimoto had done a better job of building up to the idea of Kaguya from earlier in the series,
comes out of nowhere.
It probably would have. Yeah, that's like the biggest issue with it is it just comes out of left field, and it's like what. So like a good example of like alluding to something at the very end of the series, Attack on Titan. Now I don't know, Roman, if you finished the series yet, but all I will say is the very, very first scene of Attack on Titan, like once you've seen the entire series, it changes so much.
Yeah. When you finish the show, watch the first episode.
Yeah. And that's a really good way. Like you get to that reveal and it almost comes out of nowhere, and then you look back like, holy shit. It was all right in front of me.
The Naruto thing, bringing like how do you say her name again?
Kaguya?
Yes. Her, like, there was no buildup to her at all because she didn't exist before that point. She was really just there to, pad out
you know what was cool?
And the tale of Kaguya the Moon Prince, that's actually like Japanese lore, like Muffler Tape was saying. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's used quite a bit. Like, let's go to something like Love is War. The whole idea of Kaguya Shinomiya, like, it plays into her entire story of basically being like the princess in the tower who is in love with someone that she can't marry.
Right.
Because her parents won't allow it, pretty much. That is like a very big thing in Japanese storytelling. There's also another version of that in Tonikawa, Fly Me to the Moon. Either way, it's used quite a bit because it's a fairly famous tale. So I wouldn't have minded it, but like it has been said a couple times here already, you got to build up to that stuff. You got to have like little hints and things. Like you could have told, like they even eventually said like the Hyuga clan were descendant of moon people. You could have used that to sort of try and tie all this in.
Well, I think it would have been really interesting if, well, not even interesting. It just would have helped if, since you like from Point Break, like when you introduce Zetsu, he's just obsessed with the moon.
Mm-hmm.
You just have Zetsu be obsessed with the moon, and that's never explained. You're like, what? Why?
Black Zetsu only comes out at night or something like that.
Yeah, like you often see him like listfully like staring at the moon, or like maybe like that the green part of him like opens up during full moons or something. Like just something weird that makes you be like, huh.
Yeah, like Pilgrim. Like an odd tick, like with Rhina and Bertolt.
Yes, exactly. Like just something weird when it comes to like the moon. Just and then just keep brushing over it. Just keep brushing over it. Like,
well, you're saying that they should have mentioned it once in a while. Because like her whole story, like it feels forced because, like I said, it did not exist beforehand.
Yeah,
I don't think that like
that and the tale of the Sage of Six.
I'm not saying that her tale doesn't. I'm saying that her like character, her twist. Mm-hmm. Also, did they explain why Obito decided to just turn like good again? Why, like, that was even a thing? Like,
because he was used as a tool. I mean, he's a tool.
I get that, but like, also the fact that him and Naruto are like parallels of like each other is something that I see it, but I don't, because Naruto wouldn't have tried to murder the whole world because like his crush died.
But
the
yeah,
parallel is that
murdering the entire world though. Obito wasn't murdering the entire world; he was giving the entire world their dream.
the parallel
He
is
killed
that
people,
they
though.
both started
But
from
yeah.
the same place and they both had like a similar ideology and path in life. Well, they
And they
both
both
sort
wore
of
the color orange and blue. Yeah.
no, it's more so like a reflection of what Naruto could have become if the right people hadn't been in his life.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
which is why Kakashi took a liking to him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I just that part always kind of bothered me too, is that like they give like, mod, like I think Madara gets so much build up and they spend so much time giving him all these cool powers. He gets the Sage of Six Paths. He has that really cool fight with a guy. Before that, in his first episode, homie's throwing moons and planets like it's Dragon Ball Z. Like it's like it
Before
is
even that,
wild.
dude, everybody goes back to the scene where he just jumps down where he's next to Lord Moon.
Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance. Yes.
Yeah, dude, that's the one scene that's like just puts him right there for everybody.
Yeah.
Like
the one thing I do want to say about that scene though is I have one huge complaint. It spoiled the Rinnegan reveal.
How?
In the animation, if you go back to it, there's a scene where instead of drawing the Mangekyo Sharingan, they draw him with the Rinnegan.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
and this is a few. It's only a few minutes before he actually uses any Rinnegan powers. But at the time, I was like, "Wait, hold the fuck up! Was that a mistake?" I'm sitting there like, "Okay, so I think I see where this is gonna go." I played it out, and then all of a sudden, he's using Rinnegan powers. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that checks out." Okay,
I think they fixed it by now, though. They went back and
not the version that I have seen. Maybe they might have, but
I think with streaming services, it's back to Mangekyo because it's like flicking around at one point.
Yeah,
I could be wrong though.
I can tell you the exact scene. It's when Naruto almost catches him off guard with a Rasengan, or was it a Rasen Shuriken? And he first uses his Susanoo to protect himself.
Yeah.
That's when he looks up and he has the Rinnegan eyes.
All right. Coolest fight in the whole series? What would y'all say is the coolest fight in the whole series?
Coolest or best? That's an important distinction.
Okay. Yeah. Give me coolest and then best.
I mean, it's got to be like Naruto versus Sasuke Part 2, right?
As far as coolest, I would actually say Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1.
Oh.
I just hate the way Sasuke looks when he's got like his stupid bat wings. He looks so dumb, dude.
The thing is, by the end of the series, as much as I do like that fight, the Tail Beast and the Susanoo and all of that stuff has ruined the power scaling. Like it shot it so astronomically high that it doesn't feel like the same series anymore. So I would give it to Part 1 for having
it turns into Dragon Ball.
That fight.
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time though, the Part 2 one, they both run out of chakra and they're just kicking the shit out of each other, and that's the best. That's the best.
No, they're both fantastic. They're like neck and neck to me. But my complaint is I preferred like the straight shinobi stuff, not the overpowered stuff.
Yeah.
Coolest for me, Itachi and Sasuke. Best, I think, is Madara versus Guy. I think that is the best fight in the whole series.
I think the best fight in the whole series, all things considered, Kakashi versus Obito.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Animation, choreography, storytelling, music, everything is perfect for that fight.
I agree.
Also, for an honorable mention, Zabuza versus Kakashi's cool too.
You just love that fight. See, like,
well, okay, of all of the big threes opening arcs, Land of the Waves is the best. Let's just put it that way, okay?
No, absolutely.
I think that and fight choreography are like the two things that Naruto has done better than the other two big three, Bleach and One Piece. It had a better opening arc, and it had a better it has had better choreography for forever.
I'm just a really well. That's because you can do a lot with hand-to-hand combat,
Yes.
and you can't do as much with like the devil fruits or like people fighting with swords. You know what I mean? You can still have great. You can have great choreography, but it often in animation looks like a blur. Like if you were to animate like what I think is the best movie sword duel ever, which is Anakin versus Obi-Wan in Revenge of the Sith. Like if you were to animate that, a lot of it would be a blur as opposed to actually seeing the movements.
Well, let's put it this way. One of the best fight scenes I think you can find in anime is the very end of Demon Slayer season 2 with Tengen versus Gyutaro.
Yeah, that's the shit.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
That's a great fight.
Again, I think a lot of what Naruto profits from is that hand-to-hand combat, like low scale supernatural power that the jutsus started off as. I don't mind there being like what is it, planetary devastation or whatever being a part of the series. I just feel like as it got to the tail end of the series, there was too much that was pushing the power scaling way up.
That is true. And I feel like they wanted to capitalize on what Dragon Ball did. So they basically turned the Sasuke and Naruto, their last fight, into like it doesn't start out in that way, but it very, very quickly turns into a Dragon Ball fight. And which to me, I like that. But like to someone who went to Naruto, not trying to not see a Dragon Ball type of an anime, that might get on their nerves, kind of, sort of, because Naruto was like supposed to be different from Dragon Ball. So,
well,
Yeah,
that's interesting because one of Kishimoto's big inspirations was Dragon Ball.
yeah,
That's why he started.
yeah. I mean, so Naruto on its own has like there's a ton of like young Naruto acts a lot like freaking Goku at points in time.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
And like that's just they're clearly parallel characters, but I think we're skipping a fight here. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention like Sasori versus like Granny Chio and shit.
That one's actually pretty good.
That's a bomb ass fight.
or
It is. And it's one of the only times Sakura has ever looked cool.
Yeah, she's cool as shit in that fight.
no, that's the only time that she ever looked cool.
No,
Boruto, actually, she got a good fight.
she got a great fight.
guys,
really
wait.
good.
She got a great fight in Boruto.
Guys, we missed one. Kakashi versus Pain.
No, Pain
also-
versus everybody, really.
Then you're basically including like the entire Pain arc then
Yeah.
as a fight scene, which, to be fair, I really did like Naruto going berserk against Pain. So pretty much the Nine Tails versus Pain.
Yeah.
But the animation the way they decided to animate that was a little too
Screenshots from
cartoony
that
for its
fight,
own good.
dude. The screenshots from that fight are so funny.
My pain is greater than yours.
Yeah,
as his face elongates as he approaches the speed of light.
Yeah, there's also there's another fight that we're not mentioning, which was actually came to mind before I said Sasori, and that's Hidan and Kakazu versus what is it? What team is that? And Kakashi.
Oh yeah, Ino,
Yes.
Shika, Cho, and Kakashi.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, yeah, I completely forgot that. I'm sleeping on one of my favorite scenes because, dude, they did Shikamaru so good in that.
He's my
whole
favorite.
arc.
He's my favorite character. Shikamaru is the goat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dude literally
Kakashi's mine,
killed an immortal
as you can
god.
Yeah. Yeah. Very-
Shikamaru is so cool because he's so smart, but he's so lazy. which is not lazy, but he's like, determined to do nothing. But then when you need him, he always just like comes up clutch. And I hate how Boruto is treating him because he should be cool, and
Yeah.
he's
Well,
just
that's
in
Well,
that's like
just
the
in
big
the
reason
background.
I absolutely loathe Boruto. Uh, Pikanoko. Fucking. Look. To be honest, the funny thing about naming a character Shikamaru Nara, and then having him like his family has like this huge forest with deer in it. That's funny to me.
I mean, Shikamaru, you could say the same thing that he just said about the character, and that's that he's dependable and reliable, and he's always got your back. That's Shikamaru, as well as
Shikamaru was Naruto's best friend too. I will
No,
not hear
Shikamaru is
otherwise.
easily one of the like top 3 characters in the series because like let's be honest, the dude absolutely had to have known that everyone in the village hated Naruto for some reason, and I'm guessing he actually figured out why nobody really wanted anything to do with Naruto and just didn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
he's like, you know what, I like this guy, he's cool. And
Shikamaru was based for like hanging out with Naruto when
Choji
they were
too.
kids. Yeah.
No, Shikamaru was literally the friend, a friend to the 2 people that were like, the least liked in the entire village. Like, absolutely the kind of guy you would want as a friend because he might seem like an absolute slacker, but he'll have your back when you absolutely need it.
he's also the smartest character.
Yeah, and he
Mhm.
vouched
He comes up with the
for
plan.
Naruto.
Doesn't he come up with the war plan towards the end?
He basically, after the Ten Tails destroys their headquarters, he basically starts acting as like the commanding unit.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ten Tails really did just pick up a rock and just throw it really far.
No,
I thought it was a
he
tailed
literally
beast bomb.
did.
No, it was a tailed beast bomb. That's what it was. But that shit went like half
the fucking world away. Yeah,
that was like a country away, dude.
Is this bitch empty? Yay!
Yeah, right.
Also, I just want to say justice for 1010, y'all, because she hardly got anything throughout that whole series.
You know, that's actually something I wanted to touch on with this stream is I've been like racking my brain, like comparing characters and stuff. Because that's one of the things I like to do on my channel now is more like character essay sort of videos and stuff. For Naruto, almost all the good characters, like the really, really good ones, are male. There are, I would argue, 2 good female characters in Naruto, and the rest are mid at best.
Yeah. What are the 2 though?
Tsunade and Hinata.
And Conan.
Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, I'll give Conan. Conan's a decent one too. Yeah. Trying to think of if there were any other, but as much as like Sakura does get the attention to like be a decent character, but the big glaring flaw is it's never explained why she's so in love with Sasuke.
Right. I think it's because he's just cool.
It's because he's not in love with her, and she doesn't. She's like
every chick ever.
What does he say to her? He's like, the one time when he's gonna leave, he's like, "You're annoying.
You're madly
I hate you."
Annoying.
Yeah, dude.
You're annoying.
Sakura, look. As much as people meme on like Super Natsuki of ReZero for being a simp, Sakura was the OG simp. She absolutely thirsted over Sasuke for no fucking reason.
He tried to cut her head off and she had a kid with him. Like, that is like the ultimate simp.
Yeah, then he left.
You want to know what I have to say about that?
He's a single mom.
He went out for
women.
He went out for ramen and didn't come back.
He did though. He technically did.
No, she explains to what's her name that
Sarada, who
yeah
they're gonna make into the Hokage now, apparently.
well, she explains, like, Sarada finds out that Sasuke is out there making sure that everything is chilling. Now he's a tree.
You saw that Crimson, right? Sasuke's a tree now.
Yeah. Someone showed me that on the pod on our show, and we were like, I just laughed
again. I want to go back to like the female character thing. Like it gets tossed around a lot, like Naruto or Bleach or One Piece has the best female cast out of the big three. I'm just like everyone who says Naruto, I'm like, are you fucking retarded?
You know the answer.
You have like 2 or 3. I would look. Sorry, Rolo, but I'm gonna have to give it to One Piece for the best female cast.
There's like 3 of
but
them.
Bleach is definitely a really good pick. Like that is the look. Bleach and One Piece are miles ahead of Naruto when it comes to female characters. I'll give it that.
Thanks.
I mean,
how does Hinata love story compared to the other big? I'm pretty sure there is like 0.
You know what? The thing is, when it comes to the love story between Naruto and Hinata, it like at least Naruto was oblivious as hell because he wanted to get with Sakura throughout, like quite literally.
It took
the whole
Hinata getting
series
abducted by a moon person in order for him to realize, wait,
until she gave him a scarf, bro.
A movie.
She gave him a scarf, and then that was what was like, I love her now. Like,
it does detract from Hinata's character though, but as far as the love story goes, it at least made sense. Like Naruto was one who was willing to stand up for her, even in the part of her life where she felt like she was inferior to everyone else. He's still like there.
That's true.
And
she tried to save him during the pain fight too.
Correct me if I'm wrong though, but there's no love story in One Piece.
There is not.
There's a lot more to it in Bleach.
I was gonna say, as far as Bleach goes, I don't think we see like the same level of like intentional romantic development.
All right.
Like
if we're speaking on the big 3, who
sorry, what was
trying to put our biases aside here? Out of the big 3, Luffy, Naruto, and what's the dude from Bleach again? Sorry.
Ichigo.
I'm gonna hit you.
Ichigo? Who is the best?
Crimson and I just had this conversation. Like a couple weeks ago.
I think Luffy actually kind of takes it. I'm sorry. Like,
how do you say that without seeing all 3 of them?
Okay,
I've seen clips of Luffy, and he seems like the perfect type of character. Like,
as someone who has actually watched a lot of the anime of the big 3, here is my answer. If I had to say who was the best character, like the most interesting character, probably Ichigo. Because as much as like I love Naruto and Luffy, and people will meme on Ichigo for never having a goal, Ichigo being committed to protecting his friends and family is something that I absolutely respect.
Yeah, Ichigo's my favorite one out of the 3 of them, and I've watched a good amount of these.
Then it would be Naruto, because as much of a knucklehead as Naruto is, he feels like his friendships are much more intentional than Luffy. And when it comes to Luffy, he can be a real ass.
Yeah.
Like an absolute dickhead at times, much more than Naruto ever will be. And he, at his core, he will fight for his friends, yeah, but like sometimes to their face, he's a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Like there's this whole arc where he's palling around with this chick, and he keeps calling her a crybaby and saying he hates her, and yeah.
I mean, my whole thing with Ichigo is that the only person he's ever necessarily like that he's mean to is like when he's arguing with like Uyu in like the beginning. Then he's never really like mean. Even the villains, like he'll be like, "I'll kill you," but he's not like he's doing it for a good reason. Like the thing with Ichigo is that man gets his ass kicked and still gets up every time, like brutally gets his ass kicked, and he'll like go through hell and back quite literally to like help people. And that's kind of why I think he's the best one. And his intentions don't change. Like they're clear from the get-go of episode 1 all the way through to the end of the Blood War. And like even now in the Blood War, where seemingly, well, for everybody who is watching it, Uryu just betrayed his friends, and he's basically like turned to the dark side in a way. Ichigo's still main thing is like, we're gonna go up there, we're gonna kick his ass, and we're gonna bring him back and be like, "What the hell is your
Naruto
problem?"
and Sasuke. I just gotta say,
kind of, but it's more so like, it is like that in a way, but it's not driven by Naruto's just like it's not driven more so by Naruto being like, "You are my best friend," and Sasuke's like, "I hate you," like. No, like there's more
so I hate you. Like, you are my brother, Anakin.
Yeah, it's like it's not just by, like I'm his friend and I don't care. It's more so Ichigo's like, even if we're not friends anymore, because of what we did have, we're gonna beat him, and we're gonna figure out what the hell his plans were and why, so we can figure this out for our own well-being, for our own like mental sanity. We're gonna figure out what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, as far as this goes, I would say that really the core of my preference comes down to who feels the most human. Ichigo feels the most human because in the moment when he's fighting, he locks in. And he is, he cares about his friends. Naruto next for similar reasons. And when it comes to Luffy, I just feel like his personality is so much larger than life. He feels fake.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I agree. It's also like there's that thing with Luffy too, where he'll just be like, "No, you're joining the crew," and everyone's like, "I hate you," and he's like, "That's cool, but like you won't, because I'm gonna go do some random shit and impress you, and then when I impress you, you're gonna be like, that's kind of cool," and you're gonna be like, "Yeah." And then it happens, and you're like, "Oh my god, he was right. Let's join his crew." Like,
and to the One Piece fan who's in the chat, it's not like I hate Luffy or One Piece or any of that stuff. It's just it literally comes down to my preferences.
Yeah,
but
so actually, kind of something to like Roland's point. So you guys, a lot of times, seem to pick up on things that I have missed. So can you guys explain when Naruto and Sasuke became best friends? Because I always thought that like Naruto was trying to be friends with Sasuke and Sasuke didn't like him really. And like why was Naruto so obsessed with getting Sasuke back? Because they didn't have that relationship. Even in the manga, they don't have that relationship that like Naruto feels so strongly about getting Sasuke home.
It's because they're both orphans, and Naruto wants to be able to be his only. Like, in my opinion, that's why Naruto's so hellbent on that. Is because he's like, we're in the same boat, whether Sasuke likes it or not. We got to stick together.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was basically Naruto understood his position that like he was alone and had no one. And when he saw Sasuke in that position, he wanted to reach out and help Sasuke, even if Sasuke was going to keep swatting his hand away.
Yeah.
And eventually, Land of Waves happened. And Sasuke decided that he was going to take the hit for Naruto. Without any reason that he understood. And Sasuke's like, I don't know why I did that. It's just how it is. And I don't think it was ever that Sasuke hated Naruto. I think it was more the fact that his hatred for Itachi and everything that he had suffered because of Itachi sort of like drove him into isolation. He, instead of trying to reach out to other people because of that pain, he isolated himself and sought strength, which goes back to the core differences between Indra and Ashura, which is kind of the end of the series there.
Yeah.
Also, Itachi showing up in the first show is still like really cool. Like when he's in like the hat and like you see him and like Kisame listening to Kakashi talk like that part is like really cool.
Well, they roll
And
up
then
on
when
the three of them. They roll up on Kurenai, Asuma, and Kakashi, and then Kakashi's like, "Close your eyes right now."
and then Kakashi gets put into like he gets put into like an like infinite not like an infinite, but like he gets put into like um I'm blanking. When you get hit with the
Tsukuyomi.
Sharingan. Yes.
So
Yes.
Amaterasu is the fire. Tsukuyomi
Yes.
is which is the illusion. Which
Yes.
to give a little bit of Japanese lore, Amaterasu is like a fire god. Tsukuyomi is like a moon. Is like a moon god.
Yeah.
They're like opposites.
Yeah, no. So I just kind of never really understood why why Naruto was so obsessed with like Sasuke, but like now that you guys have like kind of said that, I kind of do like get that part now. It's just
It's because Naruto's someone who wants to understand other people.
Yeah.
And he
Also-
wanted to reach out to Sasuke and be that person that Sasuke could lean on, which again, that kind of goes to his personality.
talking about important characters. I know he's only in like 5 or 6 episodes, but like Iruka has to be mentioned there, right? Because without him, Naruto would have fallen into the darkness.
I mean, he's in a lot
Without
more than
him.
that. He's in the
Yeah.
he's in the war.
It
Iruka's
feels
in
like he's in like only a few episodes though, because he shows up like right after I'm saying in terms of like important moments, he shows up in the first episode. He shows up when Jiraiya dies, and then he's like there at the end of the war, and then Naruto asks him to represent his father at him and Hinata's wedding. Those are the 4 moments that like, I think of when it comes
There's
to
also the arc where what's the shinobi's name in the very beginning who gets Naruto to steal the scroll?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Well, he breaks out of jail later on in Shippuden, and there's like a really good fight between him and Iruka in the bamboo.
I remember that now. Now that you say that, yeah.
It's like a really good arc. Like
as
it's just
far
almost,
as Iruka goes, I don't think he's like the most flushed out or used character. I don't think he needed to be. He was literally a like support for Naruto. And we'll get to Muffler Tape's question here in a second, but since you brought this up, I kind of want to go off about this. A great like father figure character to have around for Naruto, and easily like one of the most important if you consider like the entire arc of the story. Iruka was pretty much the reason Naruto didn't turn into Obito.
yeah.
Muffler has got a great question.
Keep in mind,
I actually really wanna talk to her about this.
Iruka's only like 18 or 19 when he's like actually training Naruto, like as a kid.
Oh.
Yeah, because Kakashi's only like 26 or 27, something like that.
Yeah, well, he'll never stop reading Jiraiya's books, I'll say that much.
I don't blame him.
Ro was
Anyway.
like in his 50s, still reading that.
Yeah.
No, but Crimson, I actually think that like Muffler's questions are actually really, really cool. I think that's fascinating.
So let's bring the first part up. So, keeping in line with the Naruto talk, since One Piece is getting a remake and Boruto has struggled, would you support a remake, or is it more a product of its time?
Leave
I
it.
don't.
Leave it.
I was going to say the same thing, and here's my reasoning. Naruto and Naruto Shippuden are fine on their own. If you wanted to do anything, cut out the filler parts. But we have things that allow us to skip that much, and some people do like the filler. It's kind of weird, but whatever.
Well, what does he mean here by remake? Does he mean the live action?
No, the Wit Studio remake of One Piece.
So they're actually doing a remake of One Piece.
Yes, and Oda himself and the creators have said the intention is to pare down on the runtime and make it easier for people to get into this series because it's too long.
So it's like doing Full Metal Alchemist and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's like making it's the same story, but you're just gonna like.
I still wouldn't touch Naruto though.
Yeah,
Like
that's my point. I don't think it needs it.
Yeah.
And Boruto is a flawed story at its core.
So,
Because it destroys so much of everything else in the universe.
yeah.
And it sends the power scaling way higher than Shippuden ever did. And I don't need to watch.
If you get into the remake territory, then you also allow them to make flat out changes, and then things get ruined. You know what I mean?
Well, then there's also like the fact that there's some like, I know maybe it's like a controversial belief, but there's some really good filler arcs out there in anime. So like if you're padding that out and you're getting rid of some of the filler arcs, like there's some arcs in Naruto that you would consider filler that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like the chick with the
technically
crystal jutsu was cool. Anyone remember that?
Gurren, yeah, the Three Tails
Would you keep that though? In a remake?
I would, because the funniest thing is when I got to that part and they first introduced Toby, I was like, this dude has big bad evil guy energy. What the fuck is this goofy motherfucker? And I think there's actually a scene in there where he reverts to Madara's voice.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
There's a scene in there, and like I didn't catch it the first time, so I'm like, man, this dude has got to be like the big bad villain. And then it gets to like where his actual reveal happens. Kidding.
Oh, actually, maybe that's not there. There is one arc in Naruto that's not really filler, I guess, because it's the three.
Are you talking about the one with like the fat dude and the clone of Naruto?
No, that's stupid as shit.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, I'm sorry, this might not be popular. I would cut the Tsukuyomi filler. Like,
where they're all dreaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can cut it, but you got to cut it down because it's who figures it out that they're dreaming. Is it Shikamaru? Somebody figures out they're dreaming and trying to wake everybody up.
Yeah.
Or is it Tenten? Because it starts with Tenten.
I believe
each character gets like
somebody figures out they're in the jutsu.
Yeah, I think it was actually Tenten, ironically, and she's the one who tries to escape, but
she accepts it.
Yeah,
she ends up just accepting it. Yeah, but that's interesting. So yeah, cut it down. But I agree.
To the second part of this, or what story would you like to see happen in that universe? I would like to see the third Great Shinobi War, or all of the events that go up to that, because I want to see the White Fang and I want to see the Yellow Flash. Those are two characters that didn't get enough attention in the series for how much they were talked about.
The White Fang would be sick, dude.
I want to see the origin story for Minato and Sakuno. That's pretty much it.
I think it'd also be really interesting to go really far back and do a show about the Senshus and the Uchihas.
The Hashirama, Madara.
You don't even have to do Hashirama and Madara until like towards the end of it, but you could like do a really kind of what they're doing with House of the Dragon. You know,
I would have taken
with that fight
to Naruto.
We got like 7 seconds of it.
Yeah, I would have taken a prequel to Naruto rather than a sequel, because
agreed.
So much. Hey, Boruto fans, go sit on a fucking cactus, please.
Yeah, if you were to do like a third grade Shinobi War one, you could even end it with like Naruto's birth. You could fit in. You know what you could fit in there too? A much more flushed out of like Pain growing up with like like Nagato growing up with Konan and what's his name? Who is Pain's first body? Starts with a Y.
Yahiko.
Yeah, like you could do that a lot. It'd be really cool.
All right. So what I would do is because we get to see a little bit of it, but I think a flat out show just about the Akatsuki doing like their thing would have been cool. Or
Yeah.
Crimson, I know that you don't want sequel stuff, but hear me out here. Before the Boruto timeline, like 5 to 6 years after Naruto ends, right? We get to see them do grown-up things, but like Naruto is leading a team of, getting or just like something that is not Boruto. Something that is not Boruto, but it's just all of them grown up and
you want
they're
the
all
same
still
thing,
cool and all
So
that stuff.
as far as a sequel to Naruto goes, there is one circumstance that I actually would have enjoyed. They should have done the sequel from. They should have. There was one thing that never got tied up. One thing that never was like it was a plot point, kind of, but not really. They should have done a sequel from the perspective of Sasuke's kid about sort of following the same path as Naruto to become Hokage, because Uchiha Hokage was one of the things that never really got wrapped
Yep.
up.
I could have accepted
And
that actually,
it kind of
Yes.
would have had a good end. Like it would have put it like a nice little bow on Naruto Shippuden, sort of wrapping up every last thing and like incorporating the Uchiha fully into the village.
I could have see I could have actually accepted that. But then they gave us Burrito and it's just like he's not likable. He's not likable. Like
Yep.
So Roman wants the same type of sequel that every Last Airbender fan wants.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which because like Crimson said that he didn't really want a Naruto sequel, but I think getting them as grown-ups would be cool and getting to see them do things that's like not, sitting around while like, all of the kids get to go on like adventures and such.
Yeah, that's the best part of freaking Boruto is when like Naruto and Sasuke are fighting Momoshiki. Like just kicking his ass. Like
Yeah, but then they get bodied by Code.
yeah, but I don't even care. I don't remember. I stopped watching.
Here is like one of the very rare instances where I will say I like something about the direction of Boruto, and it is that it kind of coincides with what I was saying about how like Boruto follows Sasuke and Sarada follows Naruto. I do like that part of it, but everything else about Boruto, aside from a few fights, drives me absolutely batty because it goes in the entirely wrong direction from what Naruto was good with.
Well, you don't like Boruto time traveling, dude?
You don't like all that crazy, ridiculous ninja technology?
Or Sasuke fighting a freaking dinosaur.
Jutsu? See, that to me is something that would make a cool summoning, but they never use it before. Like that's something that Pain would have had. Pain would have had like yeah, we had all those crazy summons that were like all these fucked up animals. Like he would have had a freaking like a T-Rex or like a group of raptors that he could summon. Like that would have been sick. And then that would have been like, whoa, what the hell? And then you like go in later and there's like some dude that only uses like freaking prehistoric summoning. Like that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah. If I were to do like, if I were the one writing Boruto, I probably never would have touched on the Otsutsuki again. I mean, do a movie where you kick Momoshiki, where you have Sasuke and Naruto kick Momoshiki's ass. Be done with the Otsutsuki. And then you can basically just have a series that's kind of similar to like the first part of Naruto that sets Sarada on the path to Hokage and Boruto on the path to like the Shadow Hokage role that Sasuke plays. And I do like those directions. And I feel like that would have been a good way to sort of tie everything all up. You have Sarada become Hokage later in the future after, doing more low powered things, please. No more like multiversal bullshit like the Otsutsuki stuff.
Yeah. And I like what Muffler just said about a future where all this is passed into Legends, so you get a blank slate. And like that's basically what I wanted them, which they're not going to do. That's what I wanted them to do with Star Wars. Was like just go way into the future, blank slate, new characters all around, no Skywalkers. Like, yeah, do the same thing, except it would be a completely different world in the Naruto world. Like, you can't keep it the same because now they have like freaking. It's a city now. You know, there's cities and stuff. There would be technology. It would almost be like a modern day version of Naruto, like in a way, or it would be very
kind of like what Legend of Korra did.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's modern. That's like steampunk. But like,
and as far as like the power scaling reset goes, you don't even need to like. A lot of the characters are pretty low power. Like Shikamaru, I wouldn't say he's terribly powerful. The two you really have to watch out for at this point are Sasuke and Naruto because they're basically gods in the eyes of all the other shinobi.
yeah.
And it would be easy to keep them out of it. So ReZero, I'm going back to this example, has a character, Reinhardt, the Sword Saint, whose whole role is to be the most ridiculously overpowered, unfair character in the series. And how do they get around a character like that being a good guy all the time? He's fucking busy dealing with other shit all the time. The dude is literally a weapon that could wipe out an entire army on his own. Okay, well, guess what? You have other things to deal with.
Yeah.
You don't need him to be around. I mean, as far as Naruto goes, I mean, he's Hokage. He's got a lot of things he can do. Yeah, sure, shadow clones, but it's not like everything's going to be on his radar at once. Sasuke, he's traveling the fucking world. You have plenty of room to use those characters in there without getting the overpowered bullshit involved.
Have you guys heard of the phrase, it's more fun when you're like on the chase versus like the thing that you're like, once you get the thing that like you're chasing, it's not as fun. It's like we were all rooting for Naruto to become the Hokage, right? And then once he becomes the Hokage, I just don't care anymore because he already completed his character arc. So like personally, there's no need for Naruto to be in Boruto.
Well,
really.
yeah, I mean, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like what's going to happen after the ring's destroyed? Everything's
we're going
good.
to talk about Aragorn's tax policy and Hobbit sex. That's what we're going to talk
about. Yeah, right. Like what are you gonna where are you gonna go? That's why Tolkien never made a sequel. Like there is a chapter written that was written by Tolkien's son and scrapped. That was like just notes of like what the world was like after the Lord of the Rings. And it's weird. It's bad. It's like Aragorn, son and daughter, and they're both like just they find like an old remnant of the war and think that Sauron might be returning, and then they just scrapped it. They scrapped all of it because it makes no sense, and then it also just completely negates everything that happened in the trilogy. So
how would Sauron return when his literal essence was destroyed when the ring
necromancers and shit? Yeah, that's like
how did Palpatine come back?
Yeah, somehow Palpatine returned.
The House of Mouse sucked some pee-pee.
Yeah, no, it's like,
you know what they're gonna do?
I wouldn't care. Like you could just tell me in a very short light novel how everyone's doing. You know, like, and I'm talking like Lord of the Rings wise, like how the Hobbit's doing. Sam's got kids, cool. What's Merry and Pippin up to? What is Legolas doing? What's Gimli up to? And what's Aragorn doing with the men of the West and the people from Rohan? Like, how they doing? Are they doing good? I figured. Cool. That's nice. It's nice to be back there for
a nice, happy ending, please.
Yes, but like nothing has.
He never gets us, however.
Yeah, there doesn't have to be anything else. Like, yeah, I'm sure that there was other skirmishes and other wars that happened throughout Middle Earth after that. It's a people war. That just happens. Like, yeah, there's going to be some freaking trade dispute, and it's going to start the Clone Wars. You know what I mean? Like, it's shit's going to happen, but it's not going to happen the same way. It's not going to be.
Which is what's happening in Boruto. It's happening the same way.
It's
all over again.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
And it wouldn't be interesting. Because of course that type of little things will happen like in that world. It's a world. Not everyone's gonna get along now because the darkness is gone. Like, it's gonna be great for a while, but it's not gonna be an age of golden peace forever.
We've mentioned this, Roland, on our podcast. It's like nothing can ever end. And that was Crimson's video. He called it the, Boruto effect. Nothing can ever truly end. Nothing can ever truly end. And that is why I love Naruto as a series, but the series is tainted now because they couldn't just let it end. Guys, it wasn't even over for a full year. Shippuden ended, and then Boruto came out like 7 months later. Like, what were they doing? And it just feels like nothing can ever end, and like they're gonna drag Boruto out until literally no one cares.
Well, here's the thing. That's why all these franchises like have prequels now. That's why everything is a prequel or everything is a midquel, because once the main story is over, and that's great, they want to milk that property still, and they're not going to go remake it.
I don't think the issue is inherently prequel or sequel. It's the intent behind it. Like I said, I wouldn't mind a sequel to Naruto, but the intent behind Naruto or behind Boruto, I don't think it was anything about like actually wanting to finish the story. I think it was, we have an IP, might as well use it.
Well, I mean, back to my point that I just made about like Lord of the Rings, it's the same thing with Attack on Titan. It's like, what the hell would a sequel do?
Yeah.
Aren't they making one now?
No.
I saw that they're bringing the show back.
No, what they're doing is the last attack is a theatrical run of the final episode, which is like an hour and a half long.
Yeah. So it's not going to actually be like anything. Like, you can't. It would just be them rebuilding the world and a lot of politicking. Like, that's basically what it would be.
A lot of politicking that would eventually lead to more human wars, which is like,
yeah.
So he hasn't finished Attack on Titan, so.
I mean, I kind of figured that things will be going down. No, but like, in all seriousness, though, really, like, what, like, say that we are Kishimoto, right? What could you have possibly done besides Naruto and like all them being grown-ups to warrant a sequel? Because the story ends just fine there, and like we know what happens, so just leave it there. Just leave it at either make a prequel and you can leave the main story, or just give it a happy ending. Just leave it, because now no one will remember Shippuden because kids are growing up with Boruto now, which sucks. But kids are growing up with Boruto.
Most of the kids growing up with Boruto that are not in Japan, because I probably even still those in Japan, their parents grew up with Naruto, so their parents are like, this is what you got to watch. Like this, like I'm sure like parents walk into their kids' room and like, or walk into the living room, because in Japan it's like on television, like naturally, like normally, like it would be like our parents coming into us watching SpongeBob. You know what I mean? Like it's on, but I still appreciate the OG Scooby Doo, even though they make new Scooby Doos. Mm-hmm. Like I still watch the one my parents grew up with because it's better, it's good. So it's the same exact thing. It's like, like you're gonna walk into your kids' like living room. Your kid's probably watching a random episode of Boruto on TV because it's a cartoon and kids like cartoons. But like if they really want to get into it, that's what you show them. I mean, it's the same reason why I love the prequels of Star Wars, because I was shown the OT.
Yeah.
Like I love the Clone Wars because I grew up with the prequels. I would never start somebody on that.
Right.
And I think the same can be said for this. Like, for any anime like that, I think the same can be said because the parents are the ones that grew up with it when it first came out, when it first hit the scene. And yeah, your kids are going to catch an episode here or there. They might really like Boruto. But then you're like, hey, kid, you like that? Check out the original. And then you show them the original, and then all of a sudden they're building that. It's the same thing with superheroes, right? Like with Batman. It's like your kid might like Batman a lot because of this animated show that's on, but then you go and show them Batman from the 90s, and it's like, holy crap, this is the tits. Like,
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So
and
it creates more fans at the end of the day of the original content.
Yeah, and I know for sure that my kids will see the OG Naruto for sure.
I mean,
I'm not going to start them with Boruto.
It's not even just kids. It's like it's happening right now with other properties. Like a lot of people watched House of the Dragon and now they're watching Game of Thrones, and they're like, regardless of what they know, the ending of season 8, like most people know just by proxy that show ended terribly because it was the biggest thing on television. But I know a lot of people that are like, hey, I love House of the Dragon. It's going really good. I can at least get 5 good seasons out of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
People watch Cobra Kai and then they go back and watch the original Karate Kid movies.
All right. So
I'd even argue that somebody would watch Rings of Power and go, hey, I need to see the Lord of the Rings movies.
I do have one thing I definitely want to get into. So this next topic is going to kind of roll us into that. Who would you say is your favorite character or top 3 characters in Naruto?
Roland, you want to go first?
It's not the main character, I'll tell you that.
I don't think anyone picks the main character as their favorite.
Yeah. Probably. There's so many characters in Naruto, so it's like Shikamaru, Itachi, and Nagato.
Ooh.
Crimson? Shikamaru is there, yes. But I'm actually going to differ a little bit. Might Guy.
Hell yeah.
Because Might Guy is awesome.
Might Guy's the shit.
And I don't know, it's kind of hard. I like Kakashi, but
don't get it wrong, Kakashi would be in my top 5, but he's not top 3.
I know, I'm sitting here like it's Kakashi, Asuma,
the boys.
Yeah, I think I would probably go with Asuma for top 3.
Well,
because
you guys,
he only said 2 names. Crimson.
Sorry.
I said Shikamaru, Might Guy, and Asuma.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
So I'm wearing him, my main, Kakashi. I have him on a poster back there. Also, I don't know if you can see up there, Itachi. He's number 2. And even though I have a very, very, very big hatred of redheads, Gaara is my 3rd favorite character. Gaara is my 3rd.
Fun little fact: did you know that Kishimoto wanted to name Gaara Jotaro?
Did he really?
Yes.
That's funny. He's the complete opposite of a JoJo.
Yeah.
But it's a tie for 3rd place between Gaara and Shikamaru.
No, I knew you were going to say Gaara. Somehow I knew you were going to say Gaara.
Yeah?
So, I bring that up because, of course, I found a Naruto character tier list.
I knew it.
It's a
I knew it was
100.
either gonna be a tier list or it was gonna be freaking
Liam
Twitter.
Liam and I did a jaywalking tier list a long time ago, and um
Ow.
and it was really fun.
What
Ooh,
way to jaywalk?
okay.
So we're gonna do some modifications to that. So right off the bat, we're gonna go with that. So the bottom tier is
Eno? No, I can name
Yeah.
you someone worse than her, bro. I just
She's-
have to see him first.
She's a
Him,
lot better
him.
than Shippuden.
What?
She's
The
a
dude
lot better.
under her is worse than him. Yeah, him.
Okay.
Fudge him. Fudge
He's
him.
worse. Yeah, he's worse.
Honestly, I think he's very, very uninteresting. Either way, we're gonna start over here and we're just gonna keep going through them. So
My
Mike
guy's dad
died.
is S tier.
Mike died. I don't think S tier. I feel like as far as a character goes, he's good. So he deserves to be higher than like
Is that
I
guy's
I would put him
That's
B
guy's dad?
Yeah.
because
Forever.
he's not in the
No.
series. He's not in the series enough to get any higher than A. Honestly, if you ask me.
He's like C.
Bro,
This is my
he's
view.
the forever Genin.
So is Naruto. Fucking
No,
hell.
but he's the OG forever Genin who just still does the good thing all the time. He's
Yeah,
so
which is-
happy to be where he's at.
Yes, he's a good character, but he's not in the series enough to really like be super important. That's why I say
Yes.
B.
right. Put her
Kaguya.
into the Eno tier.
I
Yeah,
was
she's
gonna
not
say
that
E
bad. Yeah, she's not that bad.
because she's just bland and boring.
Haku's B tier, I think.
Haku's
Haku,
B
I was
tier?
gonna say, I would put Haku up here, closer to the top because
Yeah,
for a first
probably.
villain,
Respectfully, I would say C because he like he's important in the Zabuza arc, but like he's only there to really to like his death is there so that like Zabuza can have that really brilliant moment of like you seen him cry. Haku
yeah,
is important for Zabuza's character.
Don't forget the
But
conversation
Haku
that
himself is not really
Don't forget the
important.
conversation that Haku has with Naruto, where he's like training with him at night, and he's like,
Okay, true.
he's,
It's a
he's
good
really
point.
helping Naruto out, and he actually gets him to figure out how to.
All right, you can throw him in B. Yeah, that's
How
fine.
to, how to
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah. And then during the war arc, when Haku and Zabuza come back, they're really important.
S tier.
Paku to S tier, huh?
Then Mike Guy's dad should be an S tier.
No.
No,
Haku's at least
I d- I-
around, bro.
I don't.
Like-
I as far as Paku goes, I feel like S tier is a little extreme.
Yes.
No.
Um,
I think C tier is fine. I think this C is fine
Yeah.
for him.
I honestly think C or B is probably the place for him.
It's just funny
like,
when it's funny whenever he shows up.
He
That's
does a
kind of
dog
my
that
view.
sounds like he smokes cigarettes.
Kiba, oh,
Fuck
Kiba's
this guy,
B
Kiba.
tier. Akumaru can be A tier though, because he's a good dog.
Oh yeah, no, Akamaru definitely gets to go to A tier because he's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Kiba,
we put-
Kiba lost to a fucking fart.
That's true.
did Kiba do anything important in
He
the
distracted
series?
one of the Sound Ninja 4,
Yeah.
and he
Okay.
smelled Naruto's ass and lost.
And he tried to become the Hokage.
Mhm.
Ino's B. No, sorry. Hinata's
Hinata.
B.
No,
I'd say
just-
Hinata deserves A
Yeah. Bro,
because let's put it this way:
you'd be lucky
she
to have
literally,
like Hinata in your life.
after
That's true.
everything that
I-
Pain did to the village, she still
I need
dove
a Hinata,
headfirst
bro.
into that fight. Okay, she
Hinata's the
still
one.
ran headfirst into that fight, so she
I'm a-
deserves A.
yeah. Nobody else in actually I would venture to put her in an S, to be honest with you, because she is like
Explain. Yeah.
that girl. She is that girl, bro. Every single person would be lucky to have a Hinata in their life. Every man would be lucky to have a Hinata in their life. She had Naruto
Also,
from day one, and he didn't even know it.
Let me add on to Roland's point. She also has the Ichiraku ramen bowl eating record.
That's true.
So yes.
Hinata's
I'm just gonna say, if you include the stuff that happens in Boruto and stuff, she's actually like a really good character. Like she spends the whole time
She would be
simping
an
for Naruto,
S+
and then when
if they
Naruto
didn't
when they
change
get
her in Boruto.
she's a great mom
I feel
too.
like.
no, she's a great mom and wife because she's still strict on Naruto. It's not like she's just
Yeah,
letting
but
him
like
do
she's
whatever
not
you want.
powerful. Like she has some powerful moments in like Shippuden and
She don't
and
fight.
stuff.
She's a stay-at-home mom.
Okay, well, power doesn't really determine a good character.
Yeah.
I understand that. Yeah.
So like I'm not rating
Ooh.
my characters based on strength. I'm rating them based on their writing. And if we're going
A?
with writing, I think this guy at least goes
Yeah.
A.
Yeah.
Because Kurama, he's a G.
Kurama and Akamaru are the good boys.
So for the people watching, what should we? So like, is like S+ through like B tier good, and then C and below is bad?
So
More
the
basic than also.
C. Okay, so basically, how I would normally do this is like up here, best of the best. S, very very good. A, the characters that most people will really like. B, maybe half of the audience will like. That's generally just kind of
Yes.
how it breaks down.
C,
My
most
rating's a little bit
just
different.
like.
C is just the okay category. D is like, all right, you're kind of a stinker. E is, yeah, that character shouldn't have been in there. And the very bottom is usually, why the fuck was this ever made? C is technically a passing grade. Like,
Yeah.
I don't particularly hate Kiba. It's just as far as his writing goes and what he does for the story, he's not all that great.
I agree.
Put Shino into the Eno tier, and I will not hear
I think
Yes.
the end of it.
Shino's like D.
I honestly, I
Nah,
feel
bro,
like
he's an E.
I'm gonna split the vote and put it here.
The reason
Because
is,
he's
shut
better
up,
than
bro.
Kaguya.
Shut up. Like,
He's better than
Like-
Kaguya.
I disagree. Honestly, I think he's fucking sucks.
All
as a
right, well,
character.
if we're taking everything into account, he's got an odd but cool jutsu. He's very dependable to his team. And then,
he's also annoying as hell.
hold on, since you brought up Boruto, he's a much better, like, he's really good to the students in Boruto.
It's a good point.
Yeah, but as far as his personality and like anything as far insofar as his story goes, he's flat as fuck. Like there's
Oh, yeah.
Are we considering Boruto though when making this list?
so one positive moment of him being a good teacher in Boruto does not make up for him being
That's true.
almost largely unimportant to the laughably unimportant to the story. And
Yeah,
not really being all that interesting of a character compared to any of the
Are
others.
you gonna put Choji above him?
Easily.
Yes.
I would. I hate Choji.
What?
His butterfly
Also-
was stupid as hell.
Shikamaru is S+.
You're fucking stupid as hell, you gay ass Bleach fan. Fuck off.
Bro, he's gay for having those dumbass butterfly wings on his back. Why aren't they like freaking?
You're
eagles?
the one dressed as a fucking shinobi, you weeb.
Fuck yeah, I am, dude. I never got to wear this.
Shikamaru is S+.
Yeah,
Shikamaru is S+.
Okay, yeah. Shikamaru, absolutely a fucking go.
Also has the coldest kill in the whole freaking anime.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, we're no need to circle jerk each other. We're all gonna agree on that one. Choji, honestly, C or B?
I'm not putting
D.
D?
I got him in D.
yeah,
sorry.
I got him in D tier.
I would say C, honestly, but if you guys are saying D,
Okay, what does Choji do? Really? Seriously. Like,
Choji actually beat a couple of fucking elite shinobi, unlike Kiba over here. Why the fuck does this guy have to be below Kiba, to be honest? He's a better character and a better friend and a much more well-written one at that.
I think Kiba should be in D tier. I'm not disagreeing. I think you can switch them. I'm cool with you switching them.
fine. Yeah, it's fine.
But
Okay.
Now we're gonna have a conversation about Ino because she's also at least C tier.
What?
Yes, she is integral in the fucking war arc. She is integral in the war arc. She's the one relaying.
She's useless any other time.
That's not true. She's
Honestly,
pretty damn powerful, even in OG Naruto. She's pretty useful in a lot of different arcs.
Yeah, useful, but a good character.
She's a much better character in bro. She takes on Kakuzu and Hidan with Shikamaru and Choji. You got to put her at least the same level as Choji. They couldn't have got it done without her.
I know, but as far as her writing, her being in love with Sasuke is even more cringe because she doesn't
she's like
even
a
get
copy
half
of
the fucking
Sakura.
screen time as Sakura, and Sakura sucks ass.
Yeah, but I still don't think she's the worst. Like she's that bad of a character. Especially
All right, I'm going to split the difference here. She will be in very low C tier. Very low C tier.
Okay.
When it like gets to that point.
That's fine.
All right.
Lee,
I'm not even
Lee is A.
I just think that she really freaking went up for me as a character in the war arc, like in Shippuden in general, and then in the war arc. When she didn't care as much, she didn't give a shit about Sasuke anymore, really, until he shows back up.
Do you put Lee into high A tier, Roland, or do you like him where he's at?
I mean, he'd definitely be high A tier.
Honestly, I think Lee is low S tier, if I'm being honest. Like, this dude deserves to be an S for everything. Like, honestly, if Might Guy weren't in the series, I'd be picking him as one of my top 3, if I were being honest. Yeah, I fucking love Rock Lee as a character.
Lee, for his determination, gets an S tier.
Dude,
for sure. Yeah.
After just getting out of the hospital and still kind of injured, went and fucking kicked Kimimaru's ass for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. And he was drunk.
Yeah. But as a character, also really well written, good friend, sort of compelling story about a guy with no power, just getting through it with hard work. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee's S tier.
You swayed me. Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Okay. Naruto.
B.
I'd say B.
B. Sorry. Yes. B.
Roland?
Yeah, B.
High B, but B. I put him in high B.
I think he's probably better than Haku. Oh, probably better than Might Die too, but
here's the thing.
There are going to be other B tier characters that overtake
Naruto is interesting, but the other characters around him make him better in the sense that people are able to if you didn't have good characters around Naruto, him as a character wouldn't work.
At least that's how honestly, that's a good point. He does shine his best when he's playing off of other characters.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Which, ironically, that's another thing that the editor did was add characters like Sasuke in.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder where Sasuke will end up on this list. I think we're all gonna fight about Itachi. 10-10 in S plus. 10-10 in S plus for sure.
No. 10-10 does not go to S plus. Fuck that.
I don't even put 10-10 above Choji or Ino, to be honest with you.
Here's the thing. 10-10 had a really, really cool idea to her. Like someone who uses like tools and stuff.
You want to talk about someone who does nothing. She does nothing.
Yeah, but as far as her character goes, she's flat as fuck. Like, honestly, I think she goes in D because she doesn't really do anything. Sure, she's like a friendly, nice character. She's not like insufferable. Let me ask you a question, though. But she's boring.
I'm not saying that I'm disagreeing with you, but what argument do you have to put her above Shino?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. You want to put her down here? It's fine by me.
Yeah, kind of.
I also, like, the Naruto thing, I always go back to this because that's my staple for, like, good writing. But, like, Naruto to me is just like Frodo. It's like Frodo's not interesting without the Fellowship or Sam involved. You know what I'm saying?
Also, Neji is S tier. For sure.
I actually will give you that one.
Yeah, I love Neji. I love Neji, dude.
Neji
You
is
put him
great.
above Lee,
Honestly, I think I'm gonna put him over here.
Yeah.
Because as far as character writing goes, Neji definitely has the best arc of the three of them.
Yeah, dude, he's great. He was my favorite character for a long time. And then someone spoiled to me that he died, and I was really pissed. They're like, "Oh, you like him? Like, what about his death?" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
All right.
She's only good for like being pregnant.
I was gonna say, really, the most impactful part of her story is being a single
That's how
mother.
Roman thinks of women. She's really only good for being pregnant.
Honestly, I think she gets a C because at least she had like one really good moment, like the connection with Asuma. But again, that's more to the credit of Asuma than anything else.
Holy
She's
shit, dude,
really nothing on her own.
It's like meeting Roman's girlfriend for the first time. Yeah, she's only really good for one thing. Being pregnant. Progeny. You sound like a king from Game of Thrones.
Is that right? You could be right. You're so right!
That was funny. That was just a really funny way of saying it, but he's right. In storytelling, that's really all she does. But the way he said it was funny as shit.
I think she's mid, so I'm giving her a C. What do you guys think?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
His dress is pretty cool, I'll tell you that, but
Asuma. Honestly, he's one of my favorites. So somewhere up here, what do you guys think?
I will not accept him being S tier. I can live with A tier.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's A. He's a
go with
great character, but he's the catalyst for making Shikamaru S+.
Yeah, like Asuma's important for Guy is S+ for sure.
I think Guy definitely. Okay, when you literally through hard work and with like no talent, just pure hard work, get Madara fucking Uchiha to acknowledge you as the strongest.
And also just his demeanor in general of just like just that guy. Like everybody in the freaking village just knows like, yeah, he's that guy.
I had Kakashi on my back. That puts you in third place, my friend.
Yeah, I mean there's that. Just the fact that
he's
like
Guy
all
just
around
so,
like outstanding
like,
buddy to have for Kakashi.
Yeah, he's like the homie that you want.
Guy is Kakashi's best friend, but also his like worst enemy too, and that's like really funny.
Also, his voice actor is perfect for him.
Yeah,
in English.
Gaara. Ooh,
I'd say B.
B.
I say A.
Rolla says B. I think.
In terms of where do you have him?
I think B. I think he's probably gonna go right here as far as
he's not a better character than Naruto. You know what I mean? Like they're very similar. No, right. I mean I think they're equal. Like you can put them next to each other. I don't care. I think they're just they're like.
Personally, I think Gaara's writing is a little bit more compelling, a little bit more interesting to me.
Oh yeah,
Gaara was destined to like be a monster from like you know the second that like he was born, and like
well, technically so is Naruto, but
yes, but Gaara is only I think as good of a character as he is because Naruto saves him.
Yeah,
Naruto does what Iruka does for Gaara, and I think because of that makes Gaara into the character that you know he is. Whereas I feel like you could kind of make the like argument kind of sort of that like everyone from A to S+, they're all in that range because of their own determinations. I feel like whereas like Gaara didn't get there on his own, Naruto saved him.
I just think it's kind of funny you say everyone from A to S+ were like 2 dogs and 5-6 people.
Well, let's just put it this way: dogs are naturally good boys. Okay, So
That's
Akamaru
true.
gets a pass.
Yeah.
And Kurama's a
Akamaru's
fox, not a dog.
also
Akamaru,
adorable
no one's
in
above
part 1.
Akamaru's adorable in both parts, dude. And then they show him
True.
that one part. They show him in Boruto for a minute. And he's like an old dog, but he's still there.
Yeah.
Gang.
Gang.
All right. Who's
This
next?
fucker. The One Tail.
I hate his voice. I hate his voice.
Honestly, as far as
Sounds
the
like
character
Gilbert
goes,
Godfrey, dude.
I
sounds
think
like
he
Gilbert
sucks.
Godfrey.
I think he kind of sucks as a character. I don't think I'd put him over Shino, but I don't think he's quite like the worst thing ever created.
No, but he's just annoying, and he's like, yeah, I gotta be with Gara, and it's like,
So-
I hate. Shut up.
Do you guys accept this?
We missed in our female character talk earlier.
Oh,
Tamari's
Tamari.
actually a pretty good character.
I always forget about her. I actually do like Tamari. Yeah.
Clearly, we don't like her that much. If we all forgot she existed.
High
All right.
C,
Well, since she's up next, what are we doing with Tamari?
D tier.
high. I say like high C or like low B tier maybe.
High C, low B. I think low B is probably good.
That's fine.
I do like her kind of like softening up, and the whole misunderstanding at the end of Naruto with like the wedding present thing, that one kind of I always thought that was funny.
Who does she end up marrying? Is she the one that marries Choji?
Shikamaru.
Oh, she marries Shikamaru, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The two most intelligent characters in the series get married to each other.
And then they have a bastard of a son.
They have a son?
Yes.
She could die, yeah.
She could die.
I feel like this guy is not better than a lot of
This
these
guy.
characters.
This guy, he's got a really
Haku.
cool jutsu though.
Yeah, he does have a cool jutsu, but
Not as cool as Sasori's.
He's not really important though. So like I can
Yeah.
advocate for him being in C tier, yeah. Like low C.
I would put him ahead of Kurenai, honestly. But I don't know if I like him. Actually, I think I like him a little bit more than Ino, because at least he goes after fucking Sasori.
All right,
with a
but
little
like
bit of determination.
Ino isn't. I give Roland this. Ino does have that like one crucial, or she has a few crucial moments more so than like this guy does though. Like it's.
We're all just calling him
I don't
this
know.
guy because we don't remember his name.
Yeah, that's true.
Remember, it starts with a K. Konkoro.
Yeah, I was about to say the same.
Konkoro, yeah.
Conker's Great Adventure.
Conquer's Bad Fur Day, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sakura.
Put her into the Ino tier.
Ino,
It's
okay.
not that bad.
I don't think she's that bad. Honestly, I would put her
I've never
like
thought she's that bad. She can be B tier.
I was gonna say low B, and here's why. As far as her writing of her own character, like becoming Tsunade's apprentice and all of that stuff, she does have good moments. It's just she's not very exciting. She has a couple of important roles to play in the series. My biggest problem with her is the fact that she just endlessly simps for Sasuke for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
And then,
Fair enough.
spreads her legs for the guy that would have killed her without a second thought.
Well, that's after he's good again.
He still tried to fucking kill her.
Women.
Some chicks are really into that, apparently.
I can fix him.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys are S tier.
Yeah, those guys are goats, dude. They're the goats.
I don't care
I don't disagree with that.
how weak they are compared to the rest of the series. They go to S tier.
Yeah, no, that's because they're the homies. And they fight Hidan. And live. They both go with Asuma, and Asuma tells them to freaking back off, and then he ends up dying. They're the ones that just barely make it alive and get out.
All right.
They're goats.
All right.
Who's up next?
The head torturer dude.
No,
Exam
he's
dude?
No, he's the first teacher.
No, he's not.
Oh, is that the
This
guy
is
from the
this.
stand?
No, this is the guy who does the first exam at the tuning.
Yeah, that's what I'm
exam.
talking about.
Okay. Honestly, never really cared for him, so I would probably put him like B or C.
I think low C is a good place for him.
Yeah, C's fine. No one's going in D with Kiba. That's funny as shit.
I think this chick goes in D with Kiba.
Oh yeah,
Anko's in D tier, yeah.
Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
mad fat too. Is that
All
Genma?
right.
No,
Where are we
it's not
going with
Genma.
Gen?
Put Genma in C.
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
throw him in C.
And then the guy next to that dude, voiced by Dante or Daniel Bosch. He can go there.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's a G.
Put him right here. I was gonna say B tier.
This next one, where are we putting Jiraiya, boys?
S plus.
I was about to say S or S plus because I always liked Jiraiya.
S plus, dude. He's the shit. Everybody knows he's the shit, and everybody cried when he died. So I don't want
to. I think he's easily one of the best characters in the series.
Yeah.
And like the exact sort of mentor Naruto needed at the time, as far as his writing goes and all that. He may seem like a slacker, but great guy all the way around. Muffler tape S plus, baby. All right, Gamabunta.
B.
Now Gamabunta, the King Toad.
Yeah.
Probably put him in C.
C.
He's not as important as the other two that help Naruto all the time.
Yeah, honestly, I think low B is where I would put it.
That works.
Probably better than the Sakura still.
Gamakichi's the homie.
I don't remember who this guy was.
That's Ino's dad.
Yeah, same.
Oh, Ino's dad. Ino's dad. Okay.
I think it is. Let me see.
Where's Ino? I'm gonna put him above Ino because he's slightly better than Ino in my opinion.
I'm pretty sure that's Ino's dad.
Yeah, that is. Now that you say that, I do remember.
Shikamaru's dad next. B tier.
Yeah, Shikaku.
Yeah, Shikaku is definitely B tier.
I'll put him right there. Yeah. Especially with that final quote. Oh, and make sure you destroy that box in the closet without your mother knowing.
Yeah.
A literal delete my browser history.
Sasuke's S plus.
Nah.
Sasuke, I would give. Honestly, Sasuke, I would give high S.
Yeah, he's not
as good as Neji.
So, like, what are the qualifications for S plus?
Everybody likes them.
I was about to say.
Every single fan of the show likes them.
See, Sasuke's cool, and I do like him. I think a lot of people do like him, but he's literally just a cool factor character. He's not like, oh wow, this character actually moved me with some of the things that they did. Right, like if you're sitting here like Sasuke murdering his brother, I felt that in my heart. Like fuck off. But Shikamaru, like a whole lesson in friendship can be made out of that. Might Guy is just a straight up inspiration, and Jiraiya is a fantastic mentor to Naruto.
Yeah.
Okay, those are all really
fair.
moving elements to the story.
Anakin wouldn't have turned to the dark side if he had Jiraiya as a teacher.
Honestly, I couldn't care less about Choji's dad.
Me neither.
Same.
All right, we're gonna put him down here in the E tier then. Shino's dad. We're gonna put him down here because it's fucking Shino's dad. I don't even.
Neji's dad's cool. Neji's dad's cool.
Yeah, he's great. Neji's dad's actually freaking. Wait, is that Neji's dad or is that Hinata's dad? I think that's Hinata's dad.
I don't know if it's Hinata's dad.
Yeah, because I don't think Neji has a dad because Neji was raised by Hinata's family.
Right. Okay.
Well, because Neji's dad got killed.
Yeah, so Neji's so Hinata's dad, put him up there. He's a great grandfather.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna say A.
Yeah, he's A tier. He's a good
Yeah, it's
character.
fine.
Okay. Orochimaru.
Orochimaru's S tier.
S tier.
Orochimaru's S tier.
100%.
I'll put him.
I wouldn't go like S plus, but he's like S tier. His writing is fantastic.
Yeah,
And
Orochimaru is a fantastic character. One of
my one
favorites.
issue is like at the end of the series, like he goes from wanting to destroy everything to like I'm just gonna sit and watch.
no,
Well,
he's just chilling.
No,
He already
he's
did
the
what he
reason-
wanted to. He's like, back to life. Like
Right, he's the reason
he already
that
got what he wanted.
Yeah, I mean he helped. He is literally the catalyst for saving the world and getting everybody out of the Tsukuyomi by bringing back the Hokage.
Okay.
Is that the Kazekage?
Yeah, it's the third Kazekage, Gaara's dad.
So he's barely actually alive. Every time we see him and his face is covered, he's actually Orochimaru. So he's like.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I would say D.
Yeah, I'd say D. He's only really viable when he fights Gaara in the war.
Mm-hmm.
The Sound 5?
Honestly, the Sound 5 are almost all completely uninteresting to me as characters.
Yeah, same.
Except for Kimimaro. Kimimaro is the only one who I think
Kimimaro can go into like C tier. I feel like high C tier.
I would say low B. Honestly, I think I like him.
I
like him more than Sakura.
All right, guys. Kakashi is S plus.
Yes, 100% agree. Yeah. Kakashi goes to the top. There's no argument for me. All right, Kabuto.
Kabuto's A.
Yeah, I genuinely really end up liking Kabuto more. I liked him when he first came along, actually, and then
during the tuning exams, yeah.
Yeah, I liked him during the tuning. Everybody hated him.
Hashirama, right?
Yeah, Hashirama.
Yeah, Hashirama and Tobirama, I'm putting an S tier because he's an S tier racist like me.
Tobirama is dope.
Oh, and speaking of racism,
hashtag segregation. By the way, a quick side note: Ronnie's making an episode 100 Roller Roamcast video, and I cannot wait.
Mm-hmm. So as far as
Hashirama's Tobirama plus.
Yeah, because racism, dude.
I'd put him in S, but S plus, sure.
Hashirama, bro.
Hashirama is.
He was the first Hokage. He helped to like develop the world and such. Like,
as far as a character, though, I feel like he's kind of simple, and like B feels right for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't go anything higher than B. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right.
Tsunade's A.
Salami goes to A.
Yeah.
Roman would like that, wouldn't he? Roman would like Annie stepping on him.
Damn right.
Who is that?
Tsunade's boyfriend. Tsunade's dead boyfriend.
He's a loser, so throw him into the Ino tier.
Honestly, I agree. I honestly couldn't give a fuck about this character.
That's true, yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I feel like he probably goes here. Because, like...
Shizune? Oh my god. Put her in the S plus tier right freaking now.
Quit thirsting, you fucking cuckold.
Yeah, what, dude?
No, in all realness, Shizune's in like D.
She's like D. She's definitely higher than that.
I'll plop her down right here.
Yeah.
Plop her down.
Yeah, plop her down.
You can kill that stupid ass pig she comes around with, though.
Yeah. So which one? S or S here for?
Oh, no. Yeah. Put Itachi above Jiraiya.
No.
I think Itachi is better than
Yes.
Jiraiya. I disagree. I feel like he's
disagree.
better than Tobirama, but he definitely deserves the S. S
Yeah,
plus.
he's
Itachi
S
is
plus.
more universally loved, bro. I'm sorry.
Everybody loves Jiraiya.
I don't give a fuck.
It's your show.
I am the god of this realm.
Kisame, like a
this
B, maybe?
potato chip and I eat it.
Thank you.
Kisame is like a B, maybe?
Kisame,
Kisame is one of the best characters in the Akatsuki. Written.
I'll put him B tier here.
That
What did you
works.
say,
Yeah,
Rolo?
like high.
I said
B
he's
is
one of the best. He has one of the best arcs of the Akatsuki.
Of the villains, yeah, I think Kisame is one of the better villains in the whole series.
So I don't know that I'd put him in B. I'd probably put him in A.
You think he deserves to go up here, huh?
We don't have any villains in A, and I think he's one of the best ones. Yeah,
There's a villain in A right here.
I guess you're right.
And technically, Kurama's a villain too.
You can put both Zetsus in fucking Eno tier.
How do you hate on Zetsu?
He's an asshat, and Black Zetsu specifically ruined everything.
I do not like Zetsu or Black Zetsu. They both suck. Like, they're some of the most worthless characters. Okay, you know what?
Haruka's A.
A?
Ooh. Ooh.
No,
Okay.
well, character writing wise, we just went over this. So I mean, you can put him in S.
I can live with
I'll put
S.
him in.
Yeah, it's fine.
But I wouldn't put him in S plus, and I wouldn't put him above Orochimaru. Sasori, great story arc, great character, A tier.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
should be
put
an
him
A.
right behind Kurama if I can get it to work. Okay, there we go.
Granny
Okay.
Chia.
Adara's B, bro.
Datara. When my brother had his long hair, he actually did for Halloween. He dressed up as Datara.
That's awesome.
I'll put him right here.
Yeah, Data is good.
This chick who literally exists as a plot device so that Kishimoto could have his cake and eat it too by getting the one tails out of Gaara while not killing Gaara.
Granny Chia, though.
Yeah.
She's a G.
She's also
I don't
a
care.
Gyof,
She's
so
a fucking plot device.
But she's a G.
As far as writing goes, though, I do think she's pretty good. A or B for me.
I'd say A.
I think A works too. Yeah.
Bro, she is sick. She's the Weaver. She's dope. That fight she has is sick.
Okay, but I'm not just going off of like the fights they get. I'm going off of
I know.
how good the character is overall. I don't even remember who this motherfucker is.
Who is that? That's not Madara, is it?
No.
That's not Madara. Because if it were Madara, we'd be here. Is Madara?
Madara is right there. I see him.
Okay, there's Madara. Okay. All right, I'm putting him in Eno because none of us even fucking remember this guy. So
Obito is A.
Is that the guy who uses a lightsaber?
probably that arc fucking sucked.
Yeah, I think that it is. I'm just a storm guy.
Mhm.
E? I think he's better written than that.
No, I'm up here waiting for us to decide. That's all I'm doing.
A, maybe?
You think A? I think
Especially
Roman said A.
His writing isn't good enough to be an S tier, but I can make the argument for him to be in like mid A tier. I think
I'm gonna
it's
put
fine.
him right here because I feel like that's where he belongs.
Yeah.
I feel like
Also,
him getting
whenever
crushed by
we get
a
to
boulder.
Reen, whenever we get to Reen is going to be in like the Eno tier for sure.
Honestly, I feel like Reen is a D tier character. She's not all that. She's just a goody two shoes with no real like meaningful. Danzo, I feel like I would put Danzo in B.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like mid. Yeah, like mid B tier, yeah. Cuz like
Roman
he's
hates Danzo.
overall important to the story of Shippuden. Sai is S tier. Sai is S tier. Sai's S
Fuck
tier.
no, Sai sucks, dude.
Yeah, he's
Sai's
kinda,
Like I like him.
Sai's
He's got a cool
as hell,
power,
bro.
but his
Sai's
whole
kind of the
thing,
homie though.
like, how do I feel emotion?
Yeah, but
Sai
Is Sai not funny? Is Sai not funny?
Sai's also kind of the homie.
All
You
right,
could put him
fine.
in B, but he is the homie.
No.
To
Crimson,
Naruto.
C is fine. C is fine. If you want to put him in C, it's fine.
Yeah, C's fine.
All right.
C.
I think
yeah,
he.
C.
Oh no, wrong character. I think he's probably better than Kurenai. I like him more, and yeah. But honestly, I'll just put these two right next to each other because they get married and fuck and create some weird abomination of a character.
Ooh,
Yamato. Enzo.
Yamato's up there. He's A tier.
I think I could agree with A tier.
Yamato,
think,
I mean,
character arc.
he gets enough, yeah, and he's also cool as the leader of Team Kakashi. It's just bro's like absent for most of like the war, so like we miss a lot of time with him. That's all. And then homie's whole thing is that he was tasked with like tracking Orochimaru and like hiding in trees to watch him. You know, like it's
That's after that.
yeah.
I'm putting him below A, honestly.
Yeah, it's a good character.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he genuinely cares about
Hedon. We got Hedon.
Hedon is everybody likes him, but honestly, bro, like low B tier, maybe high C.
Honestly, I would probably put him right here if I were to say like lower end of the mid-range B characters. Because as much as I liked him, he's still just kind of there.
You love to hate him.
Yeah, Kakuzu.
Kakuzu is like, yeah, he's like low B
got that
tier.
money, bro.
Okay, well, money is not character development.
I'm kidding.
Tell that to women, by the way.
Kakuzu really doesn't have any character. He's just cool. Like,
yeah, he's just a cool guy.
He's all aura, no substance. Third Hokage, I feel like he at least knows
tier.
A.
What?
Ino tier.
Bro, no. Okay. All right. Pause. Stop. Okay. Bro allowed 2 children to suffer on their own without really giving them an explanation. He was like, here, we'll house you, we'll feed you, but we won't tell you jack about your origins or nothing. And then, no.
Sasuke fucking knows his origin, you fucking retard. He was there for it.
Bro!
And
he
Naruto
couldn't tell Naruto that his father and mother were heroes. He couldn't tell Naruto why he was hated.
You're going to tell a child a secret that they could fucking spill to the world and have the Akatsuki come for them?
Yeah, also, you're going to tell your child that they're the reason that their parents are dead?
Yeah, like,
hey, by the way,
everyone
kids,
knows that Nine
Tails
killed the fourth Hokage.
Bro, he could end up hating his parents because of that. It could be like, hey, the reason the entire village hates you is because your parents put a demon inside of you, and then they died doing it.
Doesn't Naruto question why people hate him though? Wouldn't like if you were
to have me question it.
Here's the thing is, logically speaking, they were trying to keep the host of the Nine-Tails secret because someone had already fucking come for it. You going to expose a child to that? You think a child's just going to shut up when you say, hey, you know you have this ridiculous amount of power inside of you?
Bro, it's the same thing that happened to Anakin. They told Anakin he's the chosen one, and he lost it.
Okay, Naruto was a child.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Naruto's like the same age.
Tried to separate Naruto as much as he could from all of that. I will not stand the third Hokage slander, okay? I will not stand it.
He could have told Sasuke, bro. He could have told Sasuke.
Told Sasuke what?
The truth about Itachi so that he doesn't go and join up with Orochimaru. You know?
Because you think Sasuke is going to keep the exact same secret as everyone's talking shit about his hero?
Okay, but why does that secret
No,
matter?
you
though?
have too much. You have
That
too
secret
much
doesn't matter.
fucking. You have. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hey, our government assassinated an entire clan because we were afraid of them.
Yeah, that's gonna make Sasuke want to kill
Hey,
everyone in the
Roman,
government.
what would you be saying tomorrow if Donald Trump came out and said, "Yeah, I'm going to assassinate all these people because I don't. They make me uncomfortable." What would you do if our government fucking said that?
You'd be like, I just wanted to let you know, Roman, so that you don't house any.
Like,
I would
we
tell
already
everybody.
rail against the fucking CIA because they commit to all these fucking coups that don't involve us, right?
Right.
Okay. True.
See, the third Hokage at least had the decency to hang out with Naruto.
Yeah, and also, by the way, he was the one who he basically provided all the money for their living expenses, and organized the teams to put Naruto and Sasuke under Kakashi's care intentionally.
And
He
he also
literally
smokes
made
weed
sure
too.
Naruto and Sasuke ended up in the right situations with Iruka, by the way. He was the one who made that decision.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. Okay.
I will not
All right.
stand the fucking slander.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's not my tier list. It's not my hill to die on.
It's not my issue that you have daddy issues, okay?
Water boy.
Sunsu?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Suigetsu.
Suigetsu's
B tier?
actually a G. Put him in B tier. He's a G, dude.
I actually do like Suigetsu. I'm gonna put him right here.
Because he bags the redhead. Is that why?
No, dude. Suigetsu freaking. He kills one of the freaking swordsmen of the mist.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right. I forgot about that.
Suigetsu's a G.
Who's up next?
I was about to say Suigetsu's also. Oh fuck.
Kareem.
Karin.
Eno tier.
Karin. Yeah, I fucking hate this bitch. Of
Yeah, she
all the
is.
characters, I think she is the shittiest character in the entire series.
Isn't she Naruto's cousin? Technically.
Yeah.
She is an Uzumaki, so by technicality, she's like a distant relative. Jugo.
D?
D.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
just-
I like him better than most of these characters, honestly. I put him in D at like the very top.
Yeah. He's just kind of like the guy who's like the big nice guy to Sasuke when they're together.
Minato?
A.
S.
A. S. I think I'm gonna put him right here, honestly.
Yeah.
That would be my vote.
Fair enough.
Because as far as Minato goes, I think
He also
some of the
developed.
things he did was like clumsy, but I think he's a good character overall. I really
He
like
also
him.
like developed jutsus that Naruto then uses later. He created the Rasengan, didn't he?
Yeah, I was about to say the Rasengan. He did create the Rasengan. I was immediately thinking of like teleportation and the flying Raiji. I'm like, that was Tobirama.
Yeah, it's Tobirama.
This guy,
Who is that?
Hanzo
He's
of the
the-
Salamander. The dude who
He's the dude
created
that-
Pain.
Nagato and all them like fight
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the Rain Village. He gets like 4 flashbacks, but it's like the same like flashback like 4 separate times.
You can put him in like.
Honestly, I think he's E.
Yeah, you
Like,
can put him in E.
I could give a shit.
Conan?
Conan?
A tier.
What do you think, Roman?
I was gonna say like low S tier actually.
Low S tier. I think I'll put Conan.
I think Conan's
here.
good, bro.
I'll
I think
put
Conan's a
Conan.
good character.
I actually do too.
Yeah, I like her.
Her replacement's fine with me.
Paper Mommy. Nagato's S tier.
Nagato
For sure.
S tier. Okay. Let's go here.
Crimson, where would you put him? Same place?
Honestly, if I were to put him somewhere, I'd probably put him middle of A. But if you guys both say S tier, I'm going to put him here.
I think Madara is like
Madara's
See-
S plus, dude.
Honestly,
No,
I do
but
agree with Madara being S
he
plus.
gets killed off though so early. Like
Oh, he
it's
doesn't. Oh, he doesn't. He's around for a while, dude.
The only
he doesn't have a concrete ending, bro.
The only issue with Madara is the fact that Kishimoto botched a whole lot of writing. Okay? At the very end, that had nothing to do with Madara as a character. I think.
Okay. That's a
Bro,
fair point.
Madara does so much, and there's so much backstory. And keep in mind, for a really long time before he looks like Madara, you're thinking that Toby is Madara for a while.
Yeah.
He's wearing the purple and he's got the different mask. Everybody thought, no one knew that was Obito yet.
Pain is S plus.
Yeah,
Pain is S plus.
That's not. Is that Pain or is that just Yahiko?
That's Yahiko.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
Yahiko
Nagato
is
is technically Pain. So I would probably put him
A tier. Yeah, he's a really good character in that arc, but
Konohamaru.
oh fuck.
What do you guys think? Honestly, if I had to put him somewhere, I'd put him in like C.
Sure.
Yeah. Throw him in like low C tier. Or like mid C tier.
I'll put him below Kurenai. Sakugo, the white fang of the leaf. Or Sakugo.
Kakashi's dad? B.
Yeah. B?
Yeah, B. I think B is fine.
I'll put him right here.
B because of his importance. Kushina, my
Kushina.
mommy,
A tier at least.
I feel like I'd put
Low
Kushina
A?
like right
Ooh.
here.
Yeah, I mean, Kushina is an important character too. I mean,
Yeah,
you
but
can't
just
have
as
her
like the
lower-
writing of a motherly character, I think it did a really good job. I wouldn't really consider her like, as far as like the question of good female cast in this series, I still probably wouldn't consider her because she's not in the series a whole lot. She kind of
She
has like
sucks in the
one.
Naruto fighting game too.
Well,
But-
her and Minato are basically like Harry Potter's parents. Like throughout the entire.
Yeah.
And they even
If
do.
they were in the story, they'd probably be really good characters, but they're not in the story all that much outside of being in that one scene where Naruto reunites with them.
Well, bro, that's literally the scene from Harry Potter.
All right, 8 Tails.
B.
I'd probably
Yeah,
put him
like
right
B.
there.
Yeah. I think B works.
Killer
I
B
think
is
that's fine.
Killer B is like S tier.
Killer B
B-
is easy S tier.
Easy
B-
S tier.
B is like mid S tier. Yes. I don't know if he's above Hinata though. Yeah, like right there is fine.
All right, A, Lord A, Raikage.
Yeah, the Raikage
Yes.
needs to be like C. He's kind of an
Yeah,
asshole.
C. Yeah, C's fine. C works. That's cool.
I'll put him right here. Because honestly, it's like, I don't know how I feel about the character. This chick, I forget her fucking name. I know she bangs Choji at some point. They have a kid.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
she
yeah.
gets with Choji?
She's the
Yeah.
one
That's her?
in Boruto.
She has no self-worth if she's, getting with Choji, so just like
No, her
throw
and,
in
the
D
other,
tier.
her and the other dude were the two from the Storm Village or whatever.
Honestly, I think she's E and Omoi is D. The only reason I remember Omoi's name is because when I first heard it, the first thing that popped in my mind is Momoi. Momoi. I think he's like a D tier character. I always forget this guy's name. Darui.
Oh yeah, Darley.
Oh, yeah.
He's pretty dope.
I think he goes
Yeah,
in D.
like throw him in like low to mid B tier. That's fine.
I'll put him right there. The Tsuchikage.
Tsuchikage's up there, dude.
But he's not really around a lot.
Bro, he
You
literally
I honestly would probably put him like right here in A if I had to give a character, like make a character. Because he seems like a hard ass, but he's still a good guy.
and he also like destroys the meteor.
Yeah.
And then Madara's like,
tanks,
what about two
dude.
meteors?
Dude tanks a fucking attack from Madara.
Yeah.
All right, Ebisu.
Oh, fucking Ebisu.
Yeah, pervy sensei.
B.
Yeah,
B
Pervy
tier.
Sensei.
B. I think high C, honestly.
I think high C's here.
Okay.
This chick.
This chick.
Yeah, she
Oh yeah, she's the Tsuchikage's granddaughter.
yeah.
How many scenes is she in?
She's in a
Not
lot
enough
more.
to get past C, honestly.
Yeah, she's in a lot more in the war, and she's good in Boruto. But yeah, I'd put her in C.
Mizukage.
Mizukage
S plus, baby.
C.
Nah, psych.
She
Like
can be C as well.
Yeah, C works.
I'm actually just gonna put her at the bottom of B because I kind of
That
thought
works.
her character was interesting, but she's not like terribly amazing.
That's her.
Al,
Yeah.
yeah, the guy who has the stolen Byakugan.
Yeah, Al's pretty cool. Al can be C or B.
C or B. I think
I'm in like low B
I would
tier.
probably put him low B tier along with the Mizukage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chojiro.
I hate that character.
I
But-
didn't care for him either, honestly.
Put him
I
in
thought
D
he was
tier.
D
Yeah, just
tier,
throw him in
okay.
D tier.
Dude, if Reen's in
Above
D tier,
Reen
D tier.
and like above the Sound 5, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Hey!
I forget who this fucker was. Isn't this the dude who developed like the fucking nuclear jutsu in that one chick's back?
I think so.
In that one chick's back. What?
The
Was
Six
that
Tails
one
filler
chick
arc.
that had like, a bomb in her or something? She had like a bomb in her back?
Yeah.
Also, wait a second, guys. Where the hell are the bubble people? Remember from part 1? That like filler arc where like Naruto's fighting the like bubble where he's fighting like,
Yeah, I
like
do.
the bubble
Is
people, yeah.
it one of them right there? Oh no.
I guess not. Either way, I guess we're all saying D for this guy. It's really
Yeah,
hard
it's
to
fine.
remember who he is.
Lord Moo's up there, dude. He's cool as shit.
He's cool,
I
but
like
as a
his,
character,
like,
I don't think he
design
cleared.
too. Cool.
Yeah,
Honestly,
but you
I would
just
put him
put
D.
you just put Al in there, and he has no character arc.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna. I was right here. I was gonna say I don't think he goes to. It goes.
I would put Lord Moo low A because, dude, when he shows up, you're like, this motherfucker looks like a mummy, but also he developed particle jutsu, and that's fucking sick.
Okay, you
And
know
he's-
what? Now that you remind me of like the whole particle thing,
And that's
And,
the,
like,
the
his
other thing about
interactions.
Lord Moo. Lord Moo's down with it. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I just got resurrected. I'll fuck everybody up here.
this fucking dude.
The Raikage.
Yeah, the previous Raikage. Honestly, I don't much care for him.
Put him in B.
I'm down with like low B tier. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll put
Put
him
in
over here.
B.
This guy I actually did like.
Is that
I
the
would put him
Mizukage?
probably mid B.
Is that the old Mizukage?
Yeah, the illusion dude.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Because at least he had some like personality and he was like trying to explain how to defeat him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
I mean,
see, that's the reason I liked Lord Moo, because Lord Moo was like, I ain't gonna tell you shit. He's like, I'm back and I'm cool with it, and I'm evil now. I'm fine with it. Like,
Are those
All right,
twins
the
that
two dudes
Orochimaru?
who ate the nine tails. What are we gonna do with these fuckers?
they
I
ate
honestly
them.
would put them in C.
Two dudes that ate the nine tails.
Yeah, C. C's fine. C.
How do I not remember
C
that?
works.
Because I think it's technically a filler arc. All right, the
Yeah,
Sage,
Sage of Six Paths.
honestly, I would probably put him B at the very best.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
S.
think B is fine.
Zabuza is S plus.
I was gonna say, as
Yes.
far as Zabuza, I would put him in S plus.
Zabuza is an incredible character.
Put him right there.
Above Madara, really?
I would actually probably put Itachi in regular S.
No.
No, I think Itachi deserves S plus.
Roland.
Okay.
Well, okay. Let's hear Roland out. Why should Itachi go into normal S plus?
Because if we're doing S plus by what we had good explanations for Shikamaru, Guy, freaking Jiraiya, and Kakashi.
I'm going to be done with the meme now and put this guy actually where he goes.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear.
And like Madara is the main villain and he's great. We know why Zabuza's up there because we just talked about Zabuza for like 30 minutes earlier. I just don't think Itachi. He's there. He's cool factor too, just like Sasuke.
Well, here's my argument for Itachi. Itachi is kind of like the representation of the world, like the duality of the world of Naruto.
That's true.
As far as writing goes, I think he's probably one of the best written characters as far as someone who is like, he loves his home and his friends and his family. And he's so committed to protecting peace that he will literally do whatever he needs to protect that. And will become the villain that the world needs in order to preserve that sort of unity and peace.
Yeah, like the sacrifice
kind of
that like he's willing
that, like, corrupt
to make,
sort
like,
of love, like misguided sense of like I will do whatever for the greater good, which ultimately requires him picking the lesser of two evils.
And he always put the Lee village first. Always.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. He also protected Naruto without anybody knowing.
Yeah, dude was actively making countermeasures to fight Madara. He was the only one with his eyes on the real prize outside of Madara.
Yeah, wait, that is crazy, isn't it? That like he was the only one really ready.
He was the only one who knew that Madara existed, by the way.
Yeah. Also, wait a second. What the hell happened to the other Uchiha? He's not on here.
Shisui? Yeah, what the fuck? Where's Shisui?
Yeah.
Shisui would have. Yeah, wait. Where would y'all have put him? Like A?
I would probably put Shisui in A. Probably high A. Right here.
Where is Sasuke's dad?
Gone, just like yours, apparently.
Oh my god! Oh, damn!
16 years now, baby.
Braid the neck.
He left to go get cigarettes and he hasn't came back.
Sorry, but I have a friend in the exact same situation, and I'm used to making jokes like that.
Nah, bro, I could care less.
Right, so I think
the only
happy for the tier list.
So wait. Oh, sorry.
What you got to say? What you got to say?
Well, I was gonna say you could kind of make an argument for Guy over Shikamaru, actually. Kind of, sort of.
I like Shikamaru more than Guy. I think as far as the character, I would argue Shikamaru is a better friend because he's actually able to like, he's intelligent enough to help you solve your own problems, not just be there to be your moral support.
True. So, Crimson, did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about?
No, I don't particularly have anything else that I wanted to hit up on this subject. I mean, we got our Boruto hate section out, which is really like one of the big things on the list. Fuck Boruto.
Also, really, really quick, I hope that the live action show gets canned because I don't want to see that.
Oh, that was one thing I was gonna say is them saying it could rival Dragon Ball Evolutions as far as how bad the movie could be is hilarious Remember when I was on your show the first time over like talking about the writers and stuff. Tasha
Yeah.
Huo, a writer who did a single episode of The Witcher Blood Origin, was the original script writer for this. Yep. It's being handled by Daniel Destin Cretton, the guy who did Shang-Chi.
Really?
And it's said that people don't even understand who the villains of Naruto are.
Shang-Chi lost money.
I have zero faith.
They don't
in this.
understand who the villains are? It's Orochimaru, Obito, and Madara. What's so hard about that? And Pain.
Well, their quote is, "We're going to show how nuanced and well written the character is without being distracted by the giant world and how vast it is."
Brahman, we're talking about a modern Hollywood that couldn't play 10 hours of a Halo game and make a good story out of it. All right.
Why do I feel like Sasuke is going to be the main character in a Naruto show?
I feel like they're going to turn Naruto into Sasuke.
Yeah.
But that takes away the whole point of Naruto.
There will be characters removed. 100%.
If they take out Shikamaru, I'm not watching it, bro. I'm not watching it.
I don't think Hollywood has the intelligence to make Shikamaru intelligent.
No. Shikamaru will be he'll be like a mansplaining asshole. Or a lazy fuck guy.
Sakura's going to be the main character, guys.
Yeah, probably. Well, we saw how many people really didn't like Sakura from the original source material anime manga. So we just figured, like, it's time to really shed some light on this character who needs a little bit more love from the fan base.
But she's not that deep of a character.
She's not going to be searching for love. She's going to be focused on being the leader that she believes she can be.
Yes.
We're going to have Naruto chasing after her.
Dude. That's it, Crimson.
All right.
We took inspiration from OSHA from the Acolyte for this one. We thought it'd be really good to take some inspiration from Leslie Headland over here.
We got Amanda Stenberg to play Shikamaru.
We got Amanda Stenberg to play Sakura.
And we've hired Ezra Miller to be Naruto.
Yeah, Manny Jacinto. Yeah, right?
We got Timothy Chalamet as Kakashi.
Yeah, we figured it would kind of be better if we made Sasuke black without thinking of the repercussions of that.
No, bro.
And it's
Jim Carrey is Madara, bro.
In order to fill in our diversity slots, we got Jason Momoa as Hinata.
Jason
and
Momoa
Jack Black is Jiraiya.
Jack Black will be Jiraiya. Jason Momoa would be Guy Sensei.
Oh my god.
They would do it.
Because they can't help it.
And The Rock will be the third Hokage.
Morgan Freeman.
The Rock will be the third Hokage. Yes.
Naruto.
I don't understand. We've got an all-star cast of recognizable names. Why are they not watching it?
Lizzo's got to be in there somewhere.
Lizzo can play Choji.
Yeah. We're bringing back Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor again.
Hayden Christensen is Sasuke.
Yeah, we're bringing back Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor again. Not for Star Wars, but for Naruto. We just thought it would be cool.
Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor as Sasuke and Naruto, respectively.
Yo.
And
you are my best friend, Sasuke!
Guys,
hate you!
Guys.
From my perspective, the Shinobi were evil.
Yeah, Jared
Leto as Itachi, bro. It'd be so funny.
At one point, in the middle of the movie, it just stops being Naruto and it turns into Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it just beams up there. No, for the fight between Naruto and Sasuke, they just play the fight for Revenge of the Sith.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
They CG the lava to make it look like water.
You already know that Will Smith's gonna voice one of the Toads for sure.
I think we're writing a better live action Naruto right now. I would watch that. If all these people were in it, I'd have to watch it just to see.
Morgan Freeman is the third Hokage.
Yes. Now Naruto, listen.
Naruto. Hello.
Listen to me,
Harrison
Naruto.
Ford is Madara Uchiha.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Mark Hamill is Orochimaru's henchman.
No, he would just be Orochimaru.
Mark Hamill?
Yeah. He does the voice. He could do the voice.
That's true. That's true.
Jack Black as Jiraiya is something they would do, though.
Honestly, actually, I would be okay with that, actually.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be?
He's too fat and short.
They'll probably get Zendaya as like Kushina or something like that.
No, Zendaya would probably be like Sakura.
Oh god, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah.
Somehow it'll be Minato.
Yeah. We're bringing back
Tom
Robert.
Holland is Rock Lee. That might actually work.
Come
Yeah.
on, it's Rock Lee. Seth Rogen is Kakashi.
Oh fucking hell.
Or Chris frickin' Pratt is
Yeah.
Chris Pratt you could do as Asuma.
Easily.
Actually, guys, you know who I can see as the perfect Donzo? Hugh Jackman, actually.
I put Gerard Butler first. Gerard Butler would be a better Donzo. Gerard Butler looks like he could be Donzo.
I don't want the live action Naruto show to come out.
Hey,
It's
I think we're writing a better one right now. With all
we
these
are
actors,
though.
all these actors and actresses in the same one.
Well, is there okay, so I think we've covered everything that we wanted to talk about with this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're listening to this and it's your first time hearing me, my name is Crimson Law. You can find me over on my actual YouTube channel. We just got to 700 subs. Let's go. Hopefully hitting 1,000 before the end of the year. We'll see about that, though. Either way, I really appreciate it. You can find me at Crimson Lawson on Twitter. I changed my handle now because of a joke that was made by one Mr. Maza. Fucking misread my name. And that's about all the places you can find me because you're already on my live channel, Crimson Live. I'd appreciate the subs. We're live here every Saturday. So, guys, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me at RG Energy. That's my YouTube channel, and then my second channel is RG Energy 2.0. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's energy_RG. I just troll people mostly on my Twitter account. I don't really do anything on there. Other than that, I post whenever I would like to. And Ronnie, I like women, so you don't need to know any more about me. All right. Peace.
Yeah, I mean, you can see me on I'm at Rolo Lord on Twitter, Grand Admiral Rolo. So that's easy. I tweet for when I feel like tweeting. And other than that, like Roman forgot to mention that we run a show together on that channel.
I'm sorry.
called the Rolo Rome Cast, and it's returning Wednesday. So
We're back on Wednesday.
yeah. So
Be
you guys-
there or be square, like the Minecraft trailer.
yes. So yeah,
What are we talking about that?
We mostly talk about pop culture and anime and video games and whatever's going on. And I have just watched 3 episodes of Rings of Power, so I kind of want to.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Yep.
Oh,
So we'll be talking about my takes on Rings of Power.
Orc babies,
Oh.
Rolo. Orc
Yeah.
babies. Orc
So,
babies, Rolo.
please show up. So I didn't do it for no reason. Thank you.
All right. Well, with that said, I appreciate both these guys for coming on and talking for 2.5 hours about Naruto. Hopefully, we can do some more of these in the future. I do want to do some on Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, some other stuff like that.
Absolutely.
But it's going to have to be a little bit less regularly. Maybe I'll start shooting for doing one of these once a month because they're fun.
Cool.
Especially now that I have a proper fucking title for it instead of just the
I like that title. Fictionology goes hard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to
Which
leave
I
a
looked
like.
it up. There's actually the term fictionology. Actually, it's like turning a like fictional world into your religion is pretty much the idea. I was like,
Let's go.
hey, that fits. That
All
fits.
right.
We're talking about the things we like and the things we worship as far as fiction goes. Might as well.
Yeah, I'm already dressed like from a cult, so it works.
Either way, I appreciate everyone who showed up, who decided to chill out and listen and participate and all of that. But with that said, it is time for all of us to part, and we are going to leave with my thoughts on what should be done about Boruto.
Now give them hell.